Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Thought I'd change the angle again. I've done this angle once before in the daytime chat. This is the easiest way for me to set it up. Different things I can do. This one, I don't have to do anything really. You know what I mean? I can just turn the camera on, it's done. So I'll come over to the comments in a minute. So if you're new to these streams, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that and share. And if you watch these all the time and you ever wanted to support me, you can do private donations if you wanted to, because I can't do the super chat thing because I've been demonetized. My whole entire channel is demonetized, so I can't do any of that. You can do private donations or Patreon, or if you buy from Amazon.com or GearBest and use my links, you can support me that way. So that's all in the description if you want to see that. So I'll go over to the comments now. I'll let you know when I can see what's going on. I see Jumbo Salbo's on. You right, mate? William Forshaw, all right. Simon, you right, mate? Harry Senior, all right. And Liam's on now. You right, mate? William said, all right, but I'm just killing my mobile data watching in the car. So, yeah, does that cost a lot of money, that kind of stuff? You know, I've never done it. Weapon stuff, all right. Might finally got my tablet sorted out on Wednesday. I feel much better now. That's good, mate. Nice to hear. Yeah, I've never done the watching stuff on data, any internet on data, if you know what I mean. To be honest, my phone don't even go on the internet. So. No, it's good to hear that you've been sorted now then, Liam. That's good. Put this on the live chat while I remember. Harry Senior said 4G is well overpriced. Yeah, never done it personally. Jumbo Sabu depends on what tablets you're on about. Yeah. Well, if there's anything, I think some of Liam's tablets are fucking strong, weren't they? You know what I mean? Weapon stuff depends on the package you are on. Some mobile deals have a lot of data. Others are overpriced. What do you lot think of this angle, this setup? Because I know Liam's already seen it. You reckoned it was all right, didn't you? I may have to try and sort out some different with the photo frame, change the writing so it shows up better at this angle. But this is, I don't have to do anything to set this up like this. You know what I mean? Whereas the other setups, I have to drag all the computer out to like over there. But I may keep it like this. Actually, yeah, that's the other thing I forgot. Yeah, the lighting's better, isn't it? I've not got the white on my face. I've just got a little bit on my head now. Makes me look like a little bald spot there. But I'd rather that than the white all over my face. Weapon stuff, they switched me from Nefopam to codeine, so less side effects but a lot weaker. Yeah, I suppose it's worth it, isn't it? I suppose, to get rid of some of the side effects. You know what I mean? Dead not Z, you right, mate? Weapon stuff, the lighting looks better on this angle. Yeah, just so much easier. I don't have to mess around moving all the computer out. I can sit in my actual like office chair. None of the screen needs to be moved. I need to oil this though. Fucking thing creaks. I did like the other way, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. Yeah, it's hard for me to decide because the other way is good. It's good for the board right in full in the camera, but this is a lot easier. It looks all right though, doesn't it? I've seen you. I've got a fever, and the cure is more weapons. Yeah, I get that, mate. Definitely. Reinforce sure. Got an all right deal with it, so shouldn't be getting a surprise charge. You've been out in the sun much? No, I haven't really. Apart from when I was doing the walking stick video. But then I don't think it was sunny that day. I got fucking soaked doing that as well. That's why if you watch the video, look at my face at the very end, you can see I'm trying not to laugh, but I've completely soaked myself in water that stunk of stale milk. I hadn't washed the bottles out properly. Weapons off. Yeah, still have the Nefapam in my drawer if I really need them. They just make me feel nauseous and lightweight, very strange, but they are the same strength as morphine. I fucking hell. Yeah. Strong man, isn't it? All that player, it's so fucking hot, 90 degrees with 80% humidity. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a bit hot in this room at the minute. But yeah, it's been alright. It's been like weird lately, and it's typical English weather. Sunny and raining, you know. Harry Senior said, good thing I work at night. Yeah, I do feel hot in here, but that might just be because I've got all the I'm sitting right next to the computer. I've got 2 t-shirts on. Yeah, this one's got one under this. I'm ripping it, so I thought I better put something on, make myself a bit more respectable. I'm a fucking tramp with a ripped t-shirt. Could have just changed it, but I thought, fuck it. Oh well. Stuff. Really heavy rain this morning, and now it's been dry all day. Yeah. I don't think I've done anything outside today. It's been one of them weird days today. I haven't really done anything at all. Just like nothing different, you know. I got in the loft to get some paracord. And I don't know if you lot noticed, I put a lanyard on the walking stick. A couple of people suggested it. So I thought, yeah, it is a good idea to have a lanyard on here. So I got some paracord out, put that back up. The rest of it was just bullshit, usual old crap. So yeah, I drilled a hole, put the paracord through, put one of them adjuster things on so you can tighten it on your wrist. Fallout player, and we don't have AC, so it's like an oven. So yeah, I bet it is. I bet it fucking is, mate. Bad enough over here, we don't experience anything like what you get. Double Taboo, anyone watched the series Happy? I don't think I have. Let me have a quick look. I'm unaware if I have. Do you know what I mean? Right, hang on. No, I've not seen that. That's Matey from Mars in it. Yeah, mate, it's Sam Keller from Mars, isn't it? Very brilliant, very funny, but very dark. I highly recommend it. I'll put that down on the old list then, mate, and I'll check that out eventually. I have watched all the Hellraisers now, though. Most crappy, you right, mate? Yeah, I watched all the Hellraisers now. All of the sort of straight-to-video ones aren't very good, are they? The majority of them don't feel like proper Hellraiser films. I just feel like, well, I've already mentioned that. But the last 2 are actual proper Hellraiser films, aren't they? You would actually class them as Hellraiser films. You know, nowhere near as good as the originals, but they are proper Hellraiser films. They're not just something, you know, someone's just added Pinhead into a fucking police procedural thing. Fallout player, we actually had a tornado last night too. Man, it's fucking scary and panicking when the power's out and the emergency signs up. Yeah, but it is. We don't have nothing like that over here. You know, we have very strong winds occasionally. You know what I mean? You know, do blow roofs off houses and that. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Nothing that bad. Eric Outdoors, right, mate? He said, oh, I had to drop in and say hello once again. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, just the usual. Not really been doing much. But I finished that Beyond Two Souls as well. Where is it? I really enjoyed it in the end. Finished playing that about 2 days ago. Has 24 different endings. Yeah, really good. It's quite. I like the main character in it. Quite a sad game. You know what I mean? Like you feel sorry for her. You know what I mean? Yeah, good. Simon said Happy is bloody hilarious. It's on Netflix. Yeah, I'll check that out. I like old matey who was from Oz. Dead not see. I'm so glad I live in the UK and don't have to worry about things like tornadoes. Yeah, it's all right over here, really, ain't it, for that? We don't have, you know, all of the extreme things we don't have. When you think about all of the extreme creatures you can get in different countries, we don't really have none of that. We don't have none of the really extreme weather. You know, it's good. It's good, really, you know. How are you seeing you? Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks? Someone writing something on here that I can't see then. Did not see or earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanoes. Yeah, yeah, good, isn't it? We don't have none of that. 88 the truth, right, mate? I'll have a good laugh and a chat from here. Cheers, mate. Bushcrapping or dirty big insects or anything else that bites and things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good, isn't it? You know, we have the odd little things, but nothing, you know, don't have to watch out for fucking tarantulas and fucking snakes that'll multiple snakes that'll kill you and bears and Fallout player. I don't know. I feel like the UK would be susceptible to tsunamis. Maybe not common, but could definitely happen. Yeah, I suppose it could. I don't think we're on any of the near any of the earthquake bits, are we? The I can't remember what they call them now, but you know what I mean. The tectonic plates in it or whatever, you know. Right, where am I? Richard Smith. Right, mate. Yeah, I missed the last stream. Was out welding my brother's van at the time. Ah, nice, yeah. What did you have to do? A lot of work on it? Oh, it's one thing I've never done is welding. We've got a welder here, but I've never done it. Bushcrapping. I think I've read a stat that we have more whirlwinds than anything in the world, but they are mild. Fallout player. I would never ever go to Australia. Fuck that place. Hot and everything can kill you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know quite a lot of people who've moved to Australia, but when I think about places I would go to, Australia would be on it, but then I always think about the other fucking things. And I think, nah, Canada or America would probably be better. 88 Truth Illuminati are coming to destroy us. But stuff, we got flooding now and again, especially as they build houses on floodplains. Yeah, flooding is one we do get bad, don't we? You know, like proper, you know. Someone said I found false widows in my back garden. Are they poisonous? Yeah, they can. I think they can give you a similar to bite, like if they bite you, it's similar to like a wasp sting. Unless you've got like an allergy to it, again, like a wasp sting, it can do more. But in our Wendy house thing, the summer house, there's fucking they're in there, and I find them in there all the time. Just had to kill the fucking thing, stop them fucking breeding. You know what I mean? So every time I see a false widow, I have to kill it. But yeah, I've seen loads of them. Jumble Sailboat. Yeah, we've got Daddy Longlegs there. Have you ever heard that Ricky Gervais thing where he reckons supposedly Daddy Longlegs have got the most potent poison ever in anything, but they've got no mouth to bite you with? I don't know if that's true. That's what Ricky Gervais reckons, though. Dave Corrigan, you right, mate? Said, hope not. I live on the coast. Oh, because of the tsunami thing, yeah. Like JT. Anyone else seen the Tommy Robertson got sent down for you? No, I didn't know that. Was that today then? Because I know like Jack Striker mentioned something to do with it, didn't he? All that player, false widows are called false for a reason, even if they are venomous. The only people that die from widows is babies. Yeah, I think they can give you a bite like a wasp, like similar to a wasp sting. You know what I mean? Harry said, "JT, no shit, really. Bushcrapping. I'd worry for my dogs in Oz. Yeah, I think definitely, wouldn't you? weapons stuff. They proved that wrong on Mythbusters. What was that? The Daddy Longlegs thing? I always suspected it was bollocks. Jump Sabu, my mate has relatives in Australia. He reckons where he went, the woman had more testosterone than the men. Like cell blockage on steroids. Like to say. 88, the truth. Good chat. That's good chat. We have one poisonous spider in my state, the northern black widow. No poisonous snakes either. So yeah, the trade-off is shit weather. But we do have we have adders over here in the UK that are poisonous. But again, I don't think they're like really, really, really poisonous. You know what I mean? But not many people die from it. Leon, you right, mate? Yeah, not bad. Yeah, seeing Tommy Robinson got arrested. Truth, Jack Striker is strong vigilante. Yeah, definitely. Ibiani said, like, was that? Yeah, I think he did say that. Yeah, he said it yesterday. Weapons stuff. Yeah, they have very mild venom, like most UK spiders on their size. I always suspected that was bollocks anyway. Harry Senior, the Home Office has been going after him for years. Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't be able to live as I was Tommy Robertson. I'd do my head in the way he has to live, constantly being arrested and constantly fucking hounded, and it'd do my head in. I'd end up in prison for years and years and years or something, or drinking myself to fucking death or something. Just better live with it. JT, if we ever get a triangle government, Jack Striker will be running the revaluation. Yeah, definitely. One up player, Daddy Longlegs don't even have teeth. I don't think they're even technically spiders. They're some other species. Consolidor collector. I know that is straight away THX. You better tell me if I've figured out who it is. THX said turmeric and black pepper capsules are good for gout, Mike, if you haven't tried it yet. Well, luckily I've not had any since, so if it starts coming back though, I'll do that. So cheers. But yeah, luckily I've been sticking to a decent diet and I ain't had nothing. He said, yeah, got me, Mike. I knew it as soon as I saw that bloody name. If you hadn't have said you was changing your name, I might not have known though. Weapons have, yeah, these spider versions that look the same, I think they're called cellar spiders. Walnut player, you know millipedes are super venomous. Yeah. Dave Corrigan, Jumble Sabu, yeah, seen that program. Weapons have, yeah, they're in Southampton, aren't they, or similar? The port cities came off the boats at one point, live in walls now and eat other insects. Oh, I think I've seen one of them, saying that. Yeah. I may have actually seen that. 88, the truth. Liberal or Muslim rule this shithole country now. World War II soldiers died for nothing. Yeah. Leon, brown recluse are extremely venomous, but their fangs would never go through human skin. So we're cool with them. Harry Senior, favourite weapon for pest control. All depends what pest control. Probably a lighter and a can of fucking deodorant. I don't know. If you mean like shooting, air rifles definitely. For, if you got to kill rats and shit like that, definitely a good old full power air rifle, isn't it? But yeah, if it was like a nest of spiders, yeah, lighter and a fucking can of deodorant. Just gonna have a look and see how many people are on. Leon said 2-2 long rifle buckshot. Dave Corrigan HW80 for rats. Bushcraft and a dog. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, dog. Well, that player. But when I go outside, I have to worry about being eaten by either a bear, mountain lion, moose, or a damn wolf. But yeah, that's what I mean. Luckily, we don't have none of that. Yeah, we do have some. We have deers and that. Is there some wolves in Scotland now? Did they reintroduce them up there? Can't remember. I know that was something that was spoke about one. I don't know if it ever happened. Sometimes you have to watch your little dogs from red kites. I think, don't you? I'm going to write down on here, oil my chair. So I don't forget. Consolidor collector, I got bit on the face by a redback spider while I was working in Outback Australia in 2004 on holiday. No, working holiday. Luckily it wasn't fatal. For fuck's sake. Have you seen the documentary called Rats? No. What's that about then, mate? Never seen that. Let's have a quick look. Chronicles rat infestations in major cities throughout the world. We might have a look at that. Simon said, we don't have venomous spiders or snakes. We have chouse and crackheads. Consolidor collector, how much water do you drink a day, Mike? Well, I fill up a bottle with about that much. I never fill it right up. I fill up about that much, and I probably have at least 1, 2, at least 4 or 5 of that a day, easily. So I don't know. Getting on for at least 2.5 litres probably. Richard Smith, Mike, have you tried forging with coal and anvil type of stuff? No, never tried that yet. I want to though, but at the same time, I want to try and do some melting some aluminium and making some aluminium plates for making stuff and that, ingots, whatever. Leon said Australia have very lethal spider these days. Can't remember the name of it though. Sydney funnel spider, I think. Yeah. I think Australia's got loads of that kind of stuff, haven't they? Those off rats are getting bigger and bigger as well. Double sabu found a dead koipu once. It was at least 60 centimetres from nose to tip. Look that up. What is that? Oh, fucking hell. Like a weird fucking, I don't know what you call it. Fucking otter type. Not like an otter, is it? I don't know what you describe it as. Beaver type thing, isn't it? 60 centimetres from nose to tip. Fell over at 11 years old and was 2 feet away. It had its eyes open, scary as shit. Told Malcolm about that. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I think that scared the shit out of me if I was that old. Yeah. Consolidor collector yet funnel web. Spider is deadly. Housing it's on Netflix is the most vile thing I've ever seen. I'll look it up. I've written it down. Have you seen the super rat size of a small dog? No. Bushcraft, and anyone seen the sitcom Saxondale about pest control? I have seen that. I don't think I watched the second series though. I definitely watched the first series because I taped it as well. Yeah, no, I like that because it was Steve Coogan, wasn't it? It was after he'd finished doing Alan Partridge on it for a bit. Yeah, I like that. It's quite good. Yeah. It was pest control. The very first episode, he was shooting pigeons with an air rifle on it, I think. Heard not say a fella used to know got stung on the dick by a wasp. Judging by its screams, it must have been quite painful. Fuck's sake. I've only ever been stung on the arse by a bee when I was about 12. 88 the truth. Rats are much bigger. Walnut player. We have garden snakes, slithery, slimy things that sneak in your house, bunch up with dozens. I've grown like 4 foot long. Had one sit next to my face while I was sleeping. Wake up and scared me. Consolidor collector. Clean chat so far. Yeah, keep it that way. They must be ignoring you. Either that or they don't know what a consolidor is. Jumble say, fuck's sake, I can't talk now. Jumble say, but a koipu is a rat, mate. Yeah, I looked at a picture. It looks like a fucking beaver. It's so big. 883 video lagging a bit tonight. Yeah, I did notice it was saying something about the current frame rate is too high, but there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know. Simon said, saw this thing about people using giant rats to snuff out landmines. Sniff out landmines. That'd be quite a clever thing to do, really, wouldn't it? Because no one's really going to give a shit about, I know some people would, but the majority of people wouldn't care about rats. If they got blown up, they would dogs. You know what I mean? I know some people would. Gumbo Sail Blue, horse flies are wankers. The bite leaves hard lump, which is very issue. I've never been bit by one of them, but my cousin Ben has, and he had that fucking dirty old hard lump thing. I've seen you. The chat has become an acid rain to wipe the scum off the streets. Definitely. It reminds me of Death Wish. Love the other Death Wish. The original one. 883 GC8 security trying to shut you down, bro. Hopefully not. Fallout player, never been bit by horsefly. Deer flies, though, are dicks. Didn't know they could bite you till recently. Yeah, I've never really been bit by anything like that. Maybe I notice things more. I do notice things, like if it landed on me, I'd probably notice it, but I don't know. Richard Smith. Log rats are bigger breed of rat. They're the ones that invade houses by drains and other walkways. Open stuff. Yeah, they train them in some African countries. The rat's too small to set off the mines. They can safely dig them up once the rat finds them. Yeah, that's very clever, isn't it? Actually, what do you think about them removing the gun emoji? Still there. I never use them, so I don't know. But I know it's coming up on there, all right. Would be stupid if they did. You know what I mean? And pathetic, isn't it? You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck about things like that? But, they get offended by everything nowadays, don't they? So, Walnut player, didn't the Soviets try the whole anti-tank thing with dogs? Didn't work out so well for them. Yeah, that rings a bell to me, but I can't think specifically what it is. 883, if they also eat rats out in Africa, cook them on a stick. I bet out, depending what parts of Africa, I bet the rats would probably be quite nice, because if they're like proper wild rats, they're not going to be eating all dirty shit. You know what I mean? So they'll probably be alright. I wouldn't want to eat like a city rat or something. You know what I mean? Fuck that. I'd try it. Leon, they changed it to a water pistol. I'm not surprised. Oh, is that what it is? They changed the fucking gun to a water pistol. Still need to do that video about modding a water pistol to see if it gets banned. But I want to see if I suspect it was the words modded pistol that got that video banned. The Soviets trained dogs to run under tanks with mines. They trained them on damaged Soviet tanks. So once released, they blew T-34s up, not the Germans. Actually, yeah, that is. Yeah, now you've said that. Yeah, that's totally what I had in my mind. Yeah. Oh, senior, they have. I've only got the water pistol. Didn't the Americans use dolphins to carry mines in the sea? Of course, they wouldn't get very far on land. Yeah, can you imagine it's not going like that? Stranded on the fucking beach. Melanie, Rob, you're right. Leon, just keep the word modded out of it. Gun, pistol, just to keep a squirter or something. Yeah, no, that's what I want to do. I want to test it. I'm going to call it modded water pistol to see if it gets banned, and then we'll know that it was that did it. But at the minute, I don't really know. Everyone has these ideas, but none of us really know because YouTube won't tell us. You know what I mean? But it'd be worth a test. I'll see. If I get another one banned, I'll try. I'll try and work it out. But when I say banned, it wasn't banned. It was blocked in the UK, and I suspect by the UK government because they want to block certain videos. And some of it is legitimate. They don't want the ISIS kind of crap on there. You know what I mean? Which I can totally agree with. You know what I mean? What was I? Simon said, mod a water pistol to hold a 2 litre bottle, see if that gets flagged. Yeah, I'll do something like that. Walnut player, would you try eating a seagull? I'd try it. Maybe it's going to be like what lobster was prisoner food, and then it became popular. Is that what lobster was originally? Seagulls are the next lobster. I would try seagulls. I think again, not the dirty old ones that go to the fucking tip and that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, a proper wild one. Barrymore 69. You just changed your name again. You didn't change your picture though. Ever shot any magpies? No, I never shot a magpie, and I probably wouldn't anyway. Probably some liberal cunt reported your video, mate. Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, yeah, what makes me suspect it was the UK government is it actually says on it was them sort of thing. It doesn't say specifically, but it says it was to comply with the laws. So there's some law saying you're not allowed certain videos now. I mean, right, I'm back. Should be. Fucking thing, can't believe that. Right, should be back on now. I'll have to check in a second. Yeah, it should be on. Am I back? Right, I'm gonna have to go back up a bit. Right, hang on. 88 Truth, I hear you're holding a massive lethal collection of deadly butter knives in your kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, stream went down. I don't know what it was. But I'm back on now. I'm just gonna have a quick look if there was any questions or anything. YouTube taking the stream down now. That was a weird coincidence, they want it. Start talking about the government and the stream goes down, coincidence. Might have been raided by GCHQ folks. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I'm back on now, so. Didn't renew his license for the stream. It may have been I forgot to put my bloody internet onto onto the wire. It might have been that. I don't know. It's on the wire now. As we speak, Mike being strip searched by a member of the local constabulary. Looks like Mrs. Transport. Yeah, I'm all back now, innit? Barrymore won't let me change my name back. Damn. Yeah, stuck as Barrymore 69 forever now. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm back on now, so. Anyway, US still does use dolphins. Yeah, I had heard about that recently, that they were still using dolphins. Or I'd heard on the news that, you know, it was going to be happening or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was very good if anyone was interested in playing it. If you do ever play it, don't expect it to be anything like a game, if you know what I mean, though. It's, you know, it is a game, but you use like 5 buttons. It's more like an interactive film. But the fact it had 24 different endings, I thought was good. Still on, isn't I? Let's everyone go quiet again. What player got to go by everyone. See you later, mate. Open stuff. Yeah, just look, they gave Tommy 13 months for doing nothing wrong. They are probably trying to kill him. Yeah, I couldn't live his fucking life. It'd be fucking hell. You know, he must be quite strong-minded, I tell you, because, like I said, I'd end up being in prison for the rest of my life because I'd go over the top, or I'd end up drinking myself to bloody death or something. You know, he must have a you know, strong mind and a lot of restraint as well. To, you know, sometimes, yeah, terrible, really, isn't it? Should be just gonna. What was the thing about getting arrested today then? Oh, what's he been arrested today and like end up getting done for some kind of suspended sentence or something? They're not too long. If they wanted him dead, they'd have an accident by now. Yeah. Push crap, and I'm sure it will be overturned as everything he said was already in the papers. Just trying to silence him. He'd had many accidents. Watch his Oxford talk. He explains it all. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah. Dave Krogan breaching the peace. The more they unfairly attack Tommy, the more follows he will get. It's a no-win situation for the Home Office. Yeah. If they don't want him dead, they just want to silence him and shove him in prison where Muslim gang can smash his teeth out again. Dave Corrigan, but he has a suspended sentence. Yeah, that's what normally does it, isn't it? You know. Barrymore 69 watched the vid. Pat Condor was right about the Crown. It's still on YouTube. I think someone's mentioned that before. Best to stay under the radar. Yeah, yeah. Brian Moore 69. Have I just committed a hate crime saying that? You might have. You might have. I'm getting tempted to change the subject in a minute. Someone change the subject quick. But no, I do. The life he leads and what they're doing to him is fucking cuntish. And, you know, I don't know. Like I said, that must be hard to fucking bear it. Bush grabbing, the whole thing seems messed up. Leon, got to go for a bit, mate, but should be back in like an hour or so. See you then. Yeah, see you then, mate. Yeah, we'll still be on, should be. It's only 9:10. Yes, I've got another 2 hours, 20 minutes to go. When these streams go down, will that just, you know, when this video gets put online afterwards, will the video just have that bit missing? I've never, you know, the only one I've ever seen that ever happen was yours, Liam. Yours went off for a bit. Yeah, and I don't know. It stays as the same thing, doesn't it? Where am I? Barrymore, perhaps the subject should be changed to something more upbeat. Yeah. And then Jumble Sailboo has to change it to fucking dildos. Well, Barrymore 69 will gladly. I think you two should have your own private little chat. And he'll tell you about his collection he's got, Jumble Sailboo. Barrymore 69 has a massive collection of them. At least 69 as well. John said, I'll be back. Bush grabbing. I'm in solidarity with the bloke when you're going to the woods, mate. When you go into the woods, mate, I enjoyed the stick test. Well, I'm undecided at the minute, but if I haven't gone within 6 weeks, I'm definitely going to go then. I'll tell you why the 6-week thing is everyone goes on holiday here, apart from me, in 6 weeks. That means that I've got the house to myself and I don't have to do fuck all because there's no one here to have to do things for, if you know what I mean. So all I got to do is like the fucking first day, do all the cleaning up and all that shit. And I got the whole week, I don't have to do anything. So I can just go out and not come back all day. So if I haven't gone within 6 weeks, I'll definitely go then. Weapons off it divided mine into 2 videos last time. Oh, all right. Oh, we'll have to see what happens then. Yeah, because I couldn't work out. Did you not just stay on here or did you have to come back on to get to the new thing? Simon said, change the subject. So Mark, read any good birds lately? Mark, read any birds or books? I don't know what you mean, mate. Did not see when I was working as a grass cutter, we used to find tons of vibrators and shitty pants and knickers. Fuck's sake. I can imagine though, yeah, on the fucking verges and shit like that, yeah. Well, when I was I think I was about 14, where that tunnel is that we go through, that our woods has a motorway straight through the middle, and there's a tunnel. That's where we used to find the fag packets from the pedos. Remember me mentioning that? If some of you don't know, ask me and I'll tell you in a minute about the old pedo fag packets, which turns out it's like a nationwide thing and a known thing. But anyway, there we used to go on top of go over the railings, and you'd be right next to the motorway. And looking around there, I found a fake vagina, you know, a man's fucking vibrator. Didn't really know what it was at the time. And I remember my mate going, oh, my mum's got one of those. And I just sort of thought, yeah, maybe she has, sort of thing. You know, I found it funny in that. But it wasn't until years later I realised, yeah, it was it was like a fake pussy, you know what I mean? Grandma 69, yeah, my 125 console doors of various lengths, girths, and colours. What's your favourite one, mate? Harry Senior, what are your thoughts on all these Marvel superhero films? I cringe at the ads, and then I go see them, and they're not bad. I'll be honest, I would watch them, but I haven't watched any of them. I would watch them though, you know, they look quite good. I do like a bit of fantasy in that, sci-fi fantasy type thing. That's what they are, really. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've not even watched the Christian Bale Batmans, but I would. And I said, yeah, we stayed on. All right. Yeah, just, you know, confused. I didn't know whether it, like you said, did second video or you had to find it again. I said, as in seen any good looking lasses? Well, I don't hardly go out, so I haven't. Seen a couple on the telly, that's about it. You won't find many round here. Problem where I live, you know everyone, so. Richard Smith, Mike, if you ever do welding, don't ever use brake or carb cleaner on the metal you're welding. The heat from the weld creates oxygen gas, dangerous stuff. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we've got welding. We've got like a welder, but I've never ever tried it, so I'll make sure I don't do that then if I do. Rumble Sabu was watching a YouTube video yesterday, Hell on Earth they're called. They explored an abandoned church and gym and found a Crossman rat catcher with a bent barrel. Thought of you when I saw the gun. Yeah, what a pity, bending the bloody barrel on a Crossman rat catcher. Yeah, I was going to say I would have cut it down, but I don't know what the legality would be of it then. You'd probably get done for it, wouldn't you? Dave Corrigan. Every man's got one. Yeah, but his mum definitely didn't have one because it must have been his dad's. Simon said, heard a story about an unknown mushroom they found in the sewer. Turned out to be a flashlight. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. The unknown fucking mushroom, yeah. Hey, your thoughts on chemtrails? I never really looked into it a lot, but I don't really believe that they're pumping chemicals on us deliberately. I believe there are chemicals in them chemtrails, possibly, but I don't think they're deliberately spraying stuff on us. But like I said, I've never looked into it. Barrymore said, I had a fake vagina of Jenna Presley. It's pity she quit porn to become a born-again Christian. My favourite dildo was a mould of my own penis. Yeah, the one you're... I can't remember what you said now. I'm not even going to repeat it, actually. I do remember. I see the best place to find good-looking girls at the gym. Yeah. And also, I'll send you the vid, mate. Stuff, yeah. Some chemtrails, if heated, create phosphagen. Chemicals, sorry. Very deadly. Was responsible for 85 of the gas deaths in World War One. Not chlorine, as many people claim. Captain Dirt Bowstring. Yeah, not bad, mate. 88 the truth. Have you seen the movie Brotherhood of the Wolf? I don't think I have. What's it about? It rings a bell. Best survival film. 88 the truth. Porn and sex toys are degenerate. That's Barrymore 69, like just like it to wind people up, but in a good way. You know what I mean? He's not trying to be deliberately, he's not being a troll. Well, he's been a little bit of a troll, but I let him get away with it. Because even his name's a troll now, sort of. Barrymore was a bloke called Michael Barrymore who was accused of possibly what was Barrymore accused of? What crime would it have been? But basically someone was found dead in his pool after a drugs party, and not Barrymore 69, but why he's called that, if anyone didn't know. And then some people reckoned the bloke had anal tearing, so he must have been raped or something. But then that turned out to be bullshit or something. But Barrymore's got compensation for it now, hasn't he? 88 truth, Barrymore, good old. Actually, he's going to be back on telly soon, isn't he? Harry Senior, just seen the new Thor. Fuck me, Kate Blanchett is fine as fuck. I'll have to have a look for a trailer of that then. X-Ray Zulu, you're right, mate. My penny's worth on chemtrails. They're definitely spraying something, possibly a sunscreen type effect. We've got to face facts. We've pushed the envelope to bugger it. Now, like I said, I've not really looked into it, so without no evidence of my own, that's my conclusion. If I looked into it more, I'd probably come up with a different one. You know what I mean? But yeah, without ever looking into it. 88 truth, didn't Barrymore kill a young homosexual swimming pool? He's never been convicted of it. Oh, fuck. I've completely forgot about that, Liam. Yeah, like Cunt and the Gang song for £1 million. I have a pool party with Barrymore. I completely forgot to look them up. Jumble Sabu, link sent, mate. Has anyone seen that new, there's a new chat, not a new chat thing, there's a new messenger thing on here. On the PCs. Mark reckons it's been on the, Matt reckons it's been on his phone or something for ages. The what do you call it? It's like an instant messenger. But it's come up on the computers now. You know, the web browsers. Double Sabu, Barrymore went left to the top, the middle, and then went to the bottom. For fuck's sake. Times Cunt and the Gang are brilliant. Barrymore, all these people are making a living from conspiracies like Alex Jones, David Icke. Never have any workable solution to the problems they highlight. Yeah, the button turns up for me now and again, then disappears. Yeah, not brand new feature, just barely works. Yeah, I'd never seen it before until it come up on the. I think it's new on the browsers, isn't it? I think it was definitely new on mine. Yeah, could be Andy. I seen you, Drew Barrymore. Yes, it was Drew Barrymore. That's the last time I asked to change the fucking subject. Change the subject from one thing to something just as bad. Who brought that up anyway? Probably bloody THX, wasn't it, Barrymore? That was bloody Jumble South Boo, wasn't it? Right, you've all been liking the stream. Don't forget it gets it shared more. It's fucking hot in here. I ain't gonna bother putting a fan on though, because then you won't be able to hear me, I doubt, over the fucking squeaking in this chair as well. Barrymore, I'll use my real name next time, Mike. Yeah, you changed the picture and the name. I never know it was Dan. I've seen you. She was fine as fuck. Yeah, I've not seen her in anything for years now. Does she not do anything? They've been fucking around with the weather for years. Some chemtrails sprayed on Vietnam, Agent Orange, etc. are fuck off dangerous. They knew it would get into the atmosphere. Yeah, that I have heard of. Don't Sab, I'm innocent till proven guilty. Is there a solicitor in the house? Oh, I'm not going to judge you, mate. I'm just saying there. Hey, Actress, did you ever do a drunk stream? No. Why didn't I? I couldn't get the front camera to work, I don't think. It took me. I can't remember why I didn't. I just don't think. I think I just decided not to in the end. You know what I mean? Oh no, I know why now. Because in the end, when I went out there, it was going to be me, my cousin, and his girlfriend. Well, my cousin ended up having to go and babysit. So then it just ended up being me and his girlfriend. And then we just ended up playing darts. And I just thought, oh, there's no point. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then at about 11, we ended up going up to where he was to get him. Richard, someone died at my brother's job site from welding on something that had a cleaner sprayed on it. He collapsed soon after he started talking to the boss. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it goes to show how easy them things can do you over, doesn't it? Yeah, very dangerous. Especially if you don't know these things. It's like the old mixing of the bleach and something else in it. That can, it's things that, unless you know, you don't know, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? There's things that are commonly known. On to the drunk stream ending kebabs all round. Yeah. Don't do pissed up live stream, mate. I followed someone who kept doing that and it didn't do him any favours, especially what he was coming out with while pissed. No, you'll find I'm still quite reserved when drunk. I can still think. Because if I'm too pissed, I wouldn't do it. That's why the only live things I've ever done was just doing ED6. Actually, no, you're probably right about doing a drunk one, not to, because because the ones I've done was never live. I've done drunk videos, but then you've not got lots of questions. Yeah. He's right. I probably wouldn't ever do it when you put it like that. Other stuff. I would, to be honest, I don't think I ever would anyway. It's hard to control these when you're sober sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Was that phosphine related? Phosgene, as very little phosphine is needed to destroy the lining of the lungs, hence what stockpiled as WMD. You know. 200 bleach and aluminium. Well, I don't know what it is. It's two cleaners. If you mix two cleaners together, they give off something. Mike, when I told you that story about drinking all day, meeting girls, and shitting yourself by accident, I was in stitches. Funny as fuck. I might have to tell that one again one day. Well, that must have been in one of the Q&A's, wasn't it? Yeah, funny story, wasn't it? Yeah. Simon, you should have people buy you shots. A lot of YouTubers do it. Well, if that's through the super chat thing, I can't do it, sadly. I've been demonetized, so I can't fucking do anything like that. Extra Zulu, got email from HH. Knife ban hasn't happened yet. Do you think Amber Rudd fucked up twat Rudd tapping out has made the bill null? I don't know. Dumble Boom might know a bit about it because he was trying to monitor it quite closely and he knew some good places to look. But I don't know. Hopefully it has fucking done it over. Do you know what I mean? 88 Truth telling the shitting self story again. It's funny. I'll think about it. If I don't tell it tonight, I'll tell it another time. Problem stuff with household cleaners, it's chloramine, not pure chlorine, still nasty stuff if you inhale it. Firemen often have to go and fix it with their respirators on when idiots pour everything down the drain. 88 Truth. Tell the shitting story again, so funny. I'll have a think about it. If I don't, like I said, if I don't tell it tonight, I'll tell it maybe tomorrow. Hard to keep up tonight, I tell you. Cleaning fluids, mixed strongly, correctly, chlorine gas. Yeah. Variable 16, poppers are nasty to inhale. I almost said that other ways to tip you, you only get 70% of super chats anyway. Yeah. I'll have to work some ways out. I may have to do another PayPal thing. 88 Truth. Aren't poppers what homosexuals use to widen the girth of their anus? Yeah, I think that is originally what it is for. That's probably what he was getting at. Campbell's Bill, honestly can't see that knife ban working. It's too unrealistic. Now, you know, it's fucking hard to think, isn't it? You know. But yeah, I know what you mean though. Because what the thing is, because we don't really know anything about what they're going to try and do apart from the very basics. Weapon stuff. I think it was the guy who was on his own outside welding some JCB type of machine when he collapsed. Sam Ride, you right, mate? He said, "G'day, mate. It's been a while. Hope all is well for you and yours." Yeah, not bad. It's it's all right. Same old, you know. But yeah, it's all good. Bowmore 69, he's an expert on poppers. Poppers were originally used to treat angina in the 19th century. Yeah, and it to do with restricting or opening your blood vessels, isn't it? Something like that. Simon said, would you ever do a stream with your brother, or you could sit next to a mirror? That's a good idea. Yeah, no, I definitely would. I definitely would. It's just trying to get the time to one of us to go around each other's houses. Well, at the time, I've always got the bloody time. It's just I never bother. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would. There's also another way with this super chat thing where you can have he can do it at his house and I can do it here. And the camera cuts to whoever's talking at the time. So I might try that one day. I could do that with anyone, you know, any of you lot. If you had a camera and a, you know, I could do it with weapons and stuff, 93. You know, but I just haven't done it. I'll have to try it one time. I'll have to do like a tester in the day and see what it's like. X-ray Zulu for Jumbles agreed. Post office would have a moan up logistical nightmare. I'm up for a knife license, registered knife carry ownership. Yeah. So a couple of years back, I cut an old fire door in half. I got from my dad. The circular saw it had asbestos in it, got seriously covered in it. White powder. I'll find out in 40 years' time. Yeah. To be honest, I've probably done stuff with asbestos when I was younger. But, you know, hopefully it's all right. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I've been. Any of you ever burnt asbestos? Now that's that's an interesting experience. If you burn asbestos, it explodes. Actually, lollipoppers. Weapon and stuff. I could bore you to death. Then talking about my favourite mask ad nauseum when it gets asked over and over and over. Fuck me, I'm on the fucking top chat again. I hate when I do that. Actually, if Ray Mears or Bear Grylls, Ray Mears, actually, I watched something with Ray Mears in earlier, and I hadn't watched anything with him for ages, and he was just talking about some bloody, I think it was cave paintings, which, you know, I've not really got any interest in that, but I like the way Ray Mears talks. He actually talks about, like, he genuinely fucking loves what he's talking about and talks with proper interest. Do you know what I mean? No, I don't mind Bear Grylls, but if you had to go out and survive with one of them, I'd rather go with Ray Mears any day than be eating fucking cow turds and drinking my own piss with Bear Grylls. If we went out of Ray Mears, we'd be eating fucking lobster in a fucking in a luxury fucking shelter he'd made us. Next one, do the weapon stuff. Your vids are interesting. Do you have one? Do you have one off the cuff wearing one? Do you ever have? For fuck's sake. I don't think he's into the fetish side of it. He gets asked that a lot, I think. Tom said Ray Mears is OG and actually educational, not purely entertainment. Yeah. You know, I've bought Ray Mears books and that. Weapons and stuff. I wonder if Bear Grylls is actually into golden showers and stuff and claims it was survival. Could be. Yeah, I'll Bear Grylls, you know, he'd be having you drinking your piss and fucking squeezing fucking deer turds into your mouth. But Ray, you'd have nice fucking four-course meal, you know, and a fucking lovely shelter and weapons off. No, I'm not into wearing a mask with the intentions of suffocating myself. Oh, fuck's sake. Raymore said golden showers are overrated. Richard Smith, Bear Grylls is stuck in the woods for 3 hours, then drink my own piss. Better than drink my own piss. You know, I don't mind Bear Grylls. I think he's all right, and he's, you know, he is entertaining and he's good for that kind of, you know, bringing attention to that kind of stuff. But, you know, X-ray Zulu, look at me as then Bear. Ray is a chubby, fucked, well-fed. In my opinion, Bear's a fucking idiot. Fuck his picnics. Piss for pop. Shit sarnies and socks, twat. Yeah, you know, that is, you know, when you look at him like that, you know. Campbell Sauber, yeah, I told my dad, who's a retired builder, and he said, oh, don't worry, it's the blue asbestos. You don't have to worry about that. And any asbestos gonna fuck you. That's exactly what my dad says. No, that's the safe asbestos. Then I have to say, no, fucking again, none of it's any fucking good. My dad always says that. No, that's the good asbestos. That's not the bad asbestos. John B, the blue stuff is the bad one. But I do, yeah, I think the blue one is the worst one, isn't it? But yeah, none of them are any good, are they? You know what I mean? Weapons and stuff by quantity, blue is the worst, then brown and white, but all are bad. Yeah, and I would, what Liam says about asbestos goes, mate. If anyone's an asbestos expert, weapons and stuff. He's even called the Asbestos Man, I think, or something like that on his channel. Yeah, Summer. Dumble Sabu, my mate's dad was a mechanic. He got asbestosis due to old car brakes. Mum said, my phone died. I put you on the telly and the stream is 15 minutes behind. You might be able to see if you can jump forward in it. You might be able to drag it to the top, if you know what I mean. You might actually be able to make it go to the live, but I don't know. Blue is more efficient, interestingly, but I imagine it cost more to use. World War II filters had a fair bit of all colours in, but especially blue. Factory pack in the blue had the workers die the fastest. So the filters with asbestos have the worst kind then. John B said, Simon, refresh the page. Yeah, because I had sort of wondered what kind they had in them. And so they do have that in it then. I'm to plug my charger in now. I'm good now. Good stream. Yeah, Dumble Sabu, you saying earlier about don't do live streams because of what you might say. Well, I have to have this little sign behind the camera to stop myself saying things even when I'm bloody sober. Because I sometimes feel like I say too much. I have to have that right behind the screen to remind me every time I look at the camera. Weapon stuff, the World War II type, yeah, blue weave catches most particles. World War II filter factories were one of the highest death rates due to asbestosis. It's when they got a lot of data along from the shipyards. Right. Fucking eyes are getting blurry today. I want to buy you a drink, but yeah, you're right. Loose lip sink shits. Well, you could go on to look below this video. There's an email. Send me an email, and then I'll give you the PayPal details. Tumble Sailbow, Mike. Where do you live? What's your name? What's your bank details? Hang on, I'll just write them down for you. Show them up to the. Simon said, oh yeah. Did you say what pedo fag packets are? Right. Yeah, the pedo fag packet thing, which I found out later is like a known thing, was when we was younger, we used to go to the same place, the tunnel it was tunnel in the middle of the woods under the motorway. We'd find fag packets, cigarette packets, with a couple of fags in, and a note, and a pen, a little pen that would fit in a fag packet, so like a little short pen, which I know comes from betting shops. And the letters would say stuff like, what do you do here? Tell me who comes here. Are you boys or girls? You know, what's your phone number? And it was all like a little thing you could fill out. And us being naive kids, you know, like about 10, used to just think it was, well, in our head, we used to just think, oh, maybe it's a girl or a woman or something. And because we smoked, brilliant, you know, we used to go there specifically to find these fags, cigarettes. And then, yeah, it wasn't until like years later I realised it was probably a fucking paedophile. And then Bushcrapping said that he'd known about the same thing happening where he lives, and he lives like fucking miles away from me. So it must be like a countrywide thing. And yeah. Oh, and then also years later, when I was about 16, I was bunking off school, went down to my a camp we'd built down there, and there was a more sinister note in there saying stuff like, "Do you wank here?" and stuff like that, and you know, put me off going down there after that. But yeah, we used to spend loads of time going down to find these fags in the fag packets. And my mate Jamie even wrote his fucking telephone number on it once. Yeah. Quite a weird thing, but when you're a kid, you just think, oh, it's fags, you know, let's go down the tunnel, get some fags. And there was always like 2 or 3 fags in there. Cigarettes. Just I gotta keep saying cigarettes for the Americans. Yeah. Yeah, quite a weird thing. But yeah, I suspect it was probably a pedo now. Weapons off. Sad thing is, if those workers actually wore the asbestos filters, most of them would have actually lived. Good thing we know today about proper ventilation and using respirators for contaminated. That's quite funny when you put it that way. Yeah, if they'd been wearing the asbestos filters, they'd probably be right. Yeah. Or lived longer, I suppose, anyway. Ain't true, pedo fag packet bait. Yeah, I think so. I think it probably was. You know. Yeah, that's what it was. You know, it was cigarettes left in a fag packet with the note. And it was probably somebody who went in our local betting shop. And I know them pens are from the betting shop. My mum used to work in the betting shop, and sometimes we used to help her clean it at night. And that's the only place I've ever seen them little blue pens. My dad said a job he had when he was young was sweeping lead dust from the factory beams. He didn't wear a mask for that. He said you could actually hear the lead hit the floor. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's amazing what you would have done in the old days, and, you know, what battered an eyelid to it. You know what I mean? Very dangerous, isn't it? Number Sabu, the note said, "What's your name? Where's your dear? What's your bank details?" That way. Yeah, my bloody mate Jamie used to write the fucking his telephone number on it. 88 Truth, what would you do if you caught a pedo? Same thing everyone else would, mate. I ain't saying on here though. Yeah, we used to love going down there. And tell you somewhere else, there was another place local to us, a bit further away. We used to, another stupid thing you do as kids, we used to go and play on the train tracks. Stupidest fucking thing you could ever do, go in the train tunnel. Because there was little cutouts in there. And on the way, that I was quite curious when I was younger. If I ever saw a rock that shouldn't be somewhere, I'd always pick it up and look under it. Well, on the way to these train tracks, you have to go in an industrial state, and there's a car park, and I used to notice these weird rocks in this gravelly bit, and I looked at the rock and I thought, that don't seem like that should be there. Picked the rock up, there was a whole packet of fags under it. So we nicked the fags, and I noticed if I went down there about once a week, I'd always find the fags under the rock. But I reckon that was someone who was hiding their fags, and then they was getting nicked by some fucking teenagers. I used to love going down there, nick this person's fag. It's probably some security guards or someone who worked there, hide their fags under the thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'd come and nick them. Dumble Salboo, I'd get a kiddie fill his autograph first, as it would be obvious it was a BBC presenter. Yeah, definitely. Bullfrog, right, mate? Them notes were used before the internet. Watch the Sydney Cook gang documentary. The pedo gangs had secret locations to put notes detailing victims. No phones or nothing. Yeah, that's what Bushcrapping said about that. You know, not that specific thing, but on them lines. Yeah, yeah. And, you know, when you're a kid, you don't think about that. You know, we just thought that's fags, and I'm sure we just thought that's probably a woman, or we thought it was innocent. You know, totally innocent. But when you grow up, you suddenly realise, you know, it probably, you know, ain't. Truth, baby boomer, fuck our generation in the arse. Dave Corrigan, yeah, we used to go on train lines and ride the coal trains on the back. Yeah, I never did that, but yeah, we'd go in the train tunnel, and fuck, that's fucking stupid. You know, when you think later, an adult. You know, so stupid. Lucky I went back there about 2 years ago just to see what it was like. And luckily you can't get down there now. You used to be able to walk through a field to get to the tunnel, but you can't now. Yeah, very dangerous. But when you're a kid, you don't even think about it, do you? Bullfrog, you been shooting your guns yet? I assume you have, obviously, but what do you think of the old Uma XM4 then? What's it like to shoot? I watched some videos on it. Let's see how many people are on. Have you all been liking the stream and all that? Gumble Sabu, got a kiddie fidder living over the road from me. Only found out when I stumbled across online news reports. Scary times, especially when you have 4 kids. Yeah. Mod, do you keep any police interview tapes from your younger days, mate? No, weird thing is, I never kept any. We never ever asked for any of the tapes. But I've got a great big folder under my bed about that fat of years of statements, charge forms, bail forms. You know, I've even got some of the things you used to hold up in the old days when you used to have your ink fingerprints and hold up his cardboard. I even got some of them. But no, for some reason we never got tapes. Never bothered asking for them. I'll get that out one day. I'd have to. It's easy. It's hard to do on a live stream because I have to cover bits up. It obviously says what police station it is and has my full name on it. You know. Richard Smith, lead and zinc poisoning is not something you want. It's why I always wear a gas mask when grinding galvanized steel or lead paint. Seth, you alright, mate? Hey, truth. How did you get that scar on your eye? Well, someone bit me in a fight, basically. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I can't say any more than that. Yeah. I'm trying to think whether I could say more or not, but I don't like to, just in case. You know what I mean? Bullfrog, guns arriving up tomorrow. Umex M4 2240 and ammo CO2 heightened mounts. I need to fiddle about with them first a bit. Oh, so you ain't got them yet then? When stuff, we get a suicide on a train line near my house every now and then. Quite a few crossings. Lots of people just walk down the track and lay down. Wonder how much they get paid to shovel up the mess. Fuck's sake. Yeah, imagine that. That'd be horrendous doing that, wouldn't it? Dumble Sabu, trouble is, if you were to warn the other families with kids in the street, it would be me who gets nicked for causing harassment, inciting hatred. Yeah. Man, you're great, man. Barrymore shot myself in the foot, mate. Can't change my username on Google for 90 days. That's going to fuck my work emails up. Fuck's sake. Double Sabu, Mike Tyson's wanted seconds mark. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was. And then, because I got arrested that night as well, I never got to clean it. And went all fucking septic. Yeah. It may not look that bad, but they had to keep like cleaning it right out, and yeah. 88 Truth Fury versus Joshua, who wins? I don't know, because I genuinely couldn't believe it when he beat Klitschko. You know, that was a really weird fucking match. I don't know. I'd rather Joshua win. Not Joshua. I'd rather Fury win. Sorry. Yeah, I'd rather Tyson Fury win out of them two, but yeah, I don't really know. I'd rather Fury win. Anyone seen the series Spotless? No, I haven't. Yeah, I'd rather definitely have Fury. I follow him on Twitter. He's in that case, and he's not too bad at the minute though, but because he's trying to get his license back, isn't he? I'll have a look at that quickly. Spotless. Never even heard of that. Yeah, never even heard of that. What's that on there? What channel's that on? That's right. Mike, what do you think of Aaron Lambert? I've never actually heard of him, mate. I just looked up a picture of him. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever, as far as I'm aware, I don't know anything about him, you know. What kind of stuff did he do? I can see he's a bodybuilder there, but he must do something else. Someone said it's about a crime scene cleaner. It's quite good. Don't want to spoil it. All right, I'll check that out. A new Bond film will be directed by Danny Boyle. Hopefully, it'll do a good job. Yeah, he normally does good things, doesn't he? You know what? I've only watched out of the Daniel Craig ones. I've only watched the first one, but I did like him as Bond. He's more like my favourite Bond is Roger Moore, and then I thought Daniel Craig was like the hardest Bond, if you know what I mean. You know, yeah, Daniel Craig's Bond seems like the hardest one of the lot of them. 88 Truth is it's still Daniel Craig. I think so. I think this might be his last one there. Tash said, nice shotguns. Oh, yeah, this angle you can see the old pump action for once. I've actually moved that down slightly. You know, only about an inch. Lambo's a funny fella. He has had a lot of trouble from the police. Yeah, I'll look him up later. Bush crapping right, lads. Watching Gogglebox and this should be back later. See you a bit later, mate. Weapons and stuff. Sadly, only Casino Royale and Skyfall are any good. The others too easy and are awful. Old Frog said, Aaron Lambo uses his gym as a front to lure in young men. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard of him, mate, so I don't know. Jumbo Sabu, Moore's the best, but I also like Brosnan. Yeah, I've always liked Roger Moore. I like them 80s, late 70s, early 80s Bonds. There's something about them. I like the music. Is it? They're a bit funny as well, isn't they? Have the best villains in it, I think. Jaws and Odd Job. That's it. That's Roger Moore's, isn't it? Jaws definitely is though. 88 the truth. Your thoughts on steroids? I would never touch them personally. You know, no, I just no interest in that. Weapons of Dalton was my favourite Bond. Shame he was only in 2 films. License to Kill is excellent though. Very gritty and good. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that one, the License to Kill, or the 2 of his are like they're more violent, aren't they? And gritty. Yeah. Yeah, they are good. They're overlooked, them 2. Rumble Sabu, Lambo's gay. I liked how he winds the police up when they nick him on video. When was Odd Job is Goldfinger, Mike. That's Sean Connery. Yeah, when I said it, I thought to myself, is it or not? Yeah, they're my 2 favourite villains anyway. Odd Job and Jaws. Couldn't be good name. Yeah, yeah. But definitely Jaws. Simon said, don't do steroids, they turn you into an ego-driven gym dummy. Now, I don't think I would ever. You know what I mean? Peter Smith, steroids weaken the heart drastically. Not worth it, in my opinion. Money Rob, looking for a set of carbs for 69th Triumph. Anyone? Can anybody help? I wouldn't have a clue there for you, mate. Someone might, though. 88 truth, many soldiers take steroids. I suspect I know some people who've taken steroids, and I do know of a bloke, like he's a friend of a friend, who was sold some dodgy fucking powder he thought was steroids, and it killed him. And it made it onto the news. But that was a friend of a friend, and someone I knew of. I mean, like most of the people around here would have known this bloke personally. Double Sober, I remember collecting Quaver and Monster Munch packets so I could get a James Bond Octopussy digital watch back in the day. Nice. Best thing I ever collected, the two best things I've ever collected, gratis points. Fucking loved gratis points. I had loads of fucking stuff from gratis points. And recently, like last 5-6 years, Coke points. I managed to get a bloody phone from Coke points. Alright. Seth said, can you show us the pump action shotgun? There it is, and if I can get it on camera so fucking long. Fucking bit dusty now. It's deactivated though. So there's no, you can't put anything in it. There's nothing there. Can't put any empty cartridges in. Yeah, if I dry fire this, it's because it's deactivated, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Certainly nice to play around with. Yeah. And dry fire. Very nice. Dormanted, my mate's a dormant. He takes all sorts of shit. He's massive and thinks he's rock solid. But the truth, solid bit, truth be told, he's really ill from it and his ego keeps him taking it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like all fucking drugs. It does your fucking head in, doesn't it, by the sounds of it? John Ball's elbow, steroid abuse looks so unnatural, makes you look like a freak. Richard Smith, I believe I'm strong enough without the use of steroids. Yeah. You know, and you'd probably be fitter as well, you know what I mean? You know, Simon said, can you rack it? The other word is banned, yeah. Yeah, you can't put nothing in it though. There's like a rod there, disc there, yeah. Barrymore, most bodybuilders have rubbish cardio. If Jesus Christ, he has a gun, that can cover, play dead, ring the police now. Melanie Rob, Spitfire carbs. Simon said, mate, any home invader would shit themselves if they hear the click click of a boomstick. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'll put it back up now. You have to pick one of the highest ones. Right, I've got to remind myself to clean that now. Put my fucking sweaty hands on it. Barrymore 69 off to bed. Have a good one, Mike. And you, mate. And you. I'll know it's you for at least 3 months then, won't I? Bullfrog, a lot of squaddies come out of the army with serious alcohol mental problems. One of my best friends joined at 17, thrown out the army at 24, is now in jail 7-8 years for GBH with intent. Yeah, I can imagine, you know, definitely that, you know, get that old PTSD, don't they? And, you know, self-medicate with alcohol, you know. It's the only thing, you know, because from my, you know, I've never been in the army and that, but partly why I used to drink was a similar sort of paranoid thing. You know what I mean? Not saying that's what they've got, but you know what I mean. Unemployed blighty boy versus mass immigration. Is it legal to have disarmed firearms? Yeah. Yeah, no, it totally is. Yeah, I've had the police come around my house in November 2017. Have a look at all that. Yeah, it's all legal. I know you're probably being sarcastic anyway, but Simon, how much is the pump action I'd love one for my wall? I don't know now. That was, I think, between 150 and 200 quid when I got it, but it may be more now. But I've not seen one of them for ages. Connection didn't just go again, did it? I thought I saw the camera turn off. What was I looking at? I'll have a look if I can find one. Yeah, I haven't actually seen anything like any of them for ages. The activated UK spec Beretta shotgun, 600 quid. 450 quid. 600 quid. 600 quid. Fucking dear. Even the single barrels are dear now. 150 quid. That single barrel shotgun I've got up there was like 70 quid. Double turbo pumps are about 400 to 600 quid now. Yeah, fucking really expensive, isn't it? Double turbo, all deactivators gone up in price in the last few years. Yeah. Yeah, that I'm sure that that single barrel shotgun may have been 69 quid when I got it. Well, I've got the receipt somewhere. I'll have to find them out one day. Yeah, all of them was like 600 fucking quid. 500 Winchester 1200 deactivated pump action shotgun, 525 quid. US Savage deactivated pump action shotgun, 525 quid. Yeah, fucking dear now. Tell you what, there's some bloody nice ones you can get though. 500 quid, and they've got the little short, like 24-inch barrels, 15-inch barrels. Because that's the thing, I like that one I've got, but it's got a great big, long, massive, long barrel. Neocryptic, he said, unemployed blighty boy versus mass immigration. Your name is brilliant. So yeah, for that I could sort a shotgun license out and buy a working shotgun for less. Yeah, that's true. That always used to amaze me. Because you get like a 410 shotgun for fucking something like 50 fucking quid. You know, new. A crap new one. But yeah, I mean, you know, and the deactivated is fucking 10 times as much. Diamond 600 fucking quid hour, you have a fine collection. Well, yeah. Now, I suppose when you put it that way, you know, if you price them up for what they are, they're all probably, because I still price them up for what I bought them for, but yeah, they're all probably double that now. And so my blank firing M16 and AK-47 were 600 quid each, second hand. They were only like 400 quid when new back in the late 80s. Yeah. Second-hand single-barrel shotguns are almost nothing on gun sites, gun sale sites. You get very good pump-action shotguns new for only a few hundred. Yeah, it's mad, really, isn't it? I'll have to do a video on that pump-action one day. I've never done one on any of the shotguns. I don't know why, just... Yeah, done one. I've done two on the bullpup. I said that shotgun reminds me of Only Fools and Horses. Dell uses a pump action for clay pigeon shooting. Borrowed it off Iggy Higgins. He robs banks. It's a sunder. Yeah, that is a good scene. I do like that. Because don't you hold it like right down low as well when he does it? You don't actually put it up here. You hold it like right down there, shooting them, isn't it? And also, but Mike, why don't you get a folding stock for the pump action like I did with my 21-inch Mosbo 500? I'll have to look into it. I have thought about it because see that the BB Spaz 12, the handle of that fits on that as well. I tried it, I took it off. Handle of that Spaz 12 fits on the Magtech perfectly as well. There's no reason I haven't, just money issues really, and also because of the length of the barrel. But I'll have to look one day, see how cheap they are. But I know that fits on it. Yeah, that bloody Magtech. Yeah, the Spaz 12 BB gun handle fits on it. Because that's all right, I suppose, isn't it? You're not allowed to cut the barrels down. But there's nothing about the length of the Don't think there's anything about length of the gun. It's just the barrel, isn't it? I've got the certificates here. Yeah, pump action shotgun barrel length 27.5 inches. Yeah, so nothing about the stock length or anything, or the length of the gun. Peter Smith, I remember there was a guy on steroids who bragged about his £100 draw compound bow. It didn't impress me when I was shooting £145 recurve bow without the use of steroids and supplements. Yeah, exactly. Well, Frog, I don't know if I'm allowed a shotgun license. I have 2 assault convictions. They're more than 5 years old, though. And Spencer maybe anybody. I don't know. I don't actually know either, because I don't know if I'd be allowed one, but I don't think I've got any convictions as a fucking adult anyway, when I think about it. I've got shitloads as a, under 21. I don't think I've been convicted of anything over 21. So I'd probably be allowed one, but I won't want one anyway, to be honest. I don't want the checks and that. It must have, no, it's legal to add a folding stock onto it, and a folding stock is not a restricted item to buy either. The dude PX, right, mate? Yeah, it's not, the length of the gun ain't mentioned on here, it's just the barrel. So, yeah. That's what a deactivated gun certificate looks like if you've never seen one, any of you lot. I'll move that back a bit. I know you probably can't read it anyway. But... Seth, do you mind showing us the double barrel shotgun? All right, hang on. Done something to my left arm. I can barely lift anything up with it. There's that. Well, I've never known what to make of this one was, It doesn't say on it, I don't think. Hang on. Bun Mark Kestrel. I think that says. But this you can dry fire. But that just cocked it then. When you open it. Shut it. Take the safety off. Yeah. When you open it, you can hear it cock. Yeah. Yeah. But here's the if you ever wondered what they do to deactivate a shotgun, you see them great big cutouts in the barrel there. Cut it there. They weld some bolts into the end, and then they sort of ream into here. sure it's right. I ain't gonna bother putting that one back up. No, that's all right, Seth. Richard, if you've been in prison for 5 years or over, you're not allowed to possess or own air rifle. Then we'll say with Bullfrog, I very much doubt you would get one a TWOC offence against me, and it was touch and go, and I got my shotgun license. But just because you have done time doesn't mean you won't get a license. Tom said, looks good, old and solid. Not a lot to go wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I must write down the name of this. Yeah, that says I think that says no gun. It's either gun marking Kestrel or bun marking. I think gun mark. Can't tell. Gun marking Kestrel. If it ain't gun mark, it's bun mark. It's got some engraving on it. I don't know if you probably won't be able to see that. But it's got like ducks on the side. Ducks engraved on the side. Ducks and scroll work on the bottom. Yeah, it might have been quite a nice shotgun. Might have been like a prized shotgun for someone once, you know. Yeah, that might just be standard shit for all I know, but alright, I'm just gonna have a quick piss. I'm back in a second. So Zulu, Richard Smith agreed for violence, possible life license, absolutely no weapons laws except. Double taboo bum mark, yeah. I bet it would if it was fired at your ass. Yeah, that says gun mark or bun mark, I can't tell. Bun says Roger Crank too. No, you keep that. Awful Dumble said, well, I don't understand some of that you wrote. You think I wouldn't get a license? I'll be honest with you, Bullfrog, I don't know. You know, like you said, if it's 5 years longer, you know, who knows? I don't know anyone who's tried with those, you know, with those kind of offences in the first place. Dumble said, but for violence, Bullfrog, it's highly unlikely. So no, I haven't actually seen Crank 2. I get that a lot on it, references to things that I don't get. No, yeah, it didn't mean nothing to me. I'm blurry eyes today. Unemployed blighted boy. Have you got swords? The new laws around there have They've been passed. I've got a sword at the top of the thing there, 3 on there. If that law goes through, that one will have to be like cut down to under 50 centimeters. That one might be all right, but I may cut it down anyway. The one at the top would be all right. But at the minute, nothing's happened because Amber Rudd's been forced to retire. Not retire, fucking resign. And the other blokes ain't mentioned anything, have they? I don't think. But hopefully it ain't going to happen. If you ever try killing yourself or have a mental illness, you won't get it either. Tom said, right over your head. Third film. One of Jason Statham's best. Well, that's about the only thing I knew, that Jason Statham was in it. Dumbledore, as long as the blade isn't curved, you'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, that one I'll just cut it so it's smaller than 50 centimeters. It should be right then, isn't it? That's how I interpreted that. That curved cheap samurai sword, it's a piece of shit anyway. The 2 bottom ones, unemployed, are not. They're like shitty old wall hangers anyway, but you can still get done for them. But the one up the top could be as old as 1890 something. So, and even at the later age, it's still getting on for 100 years old. So that top one will be fine no matter what. That one will just need cutting down to 50 centimeters, which I don't mind doing anyway, to be honest. Richard, I was talking about non-licensed air gun sub 12 foot-pounds. If you have been in prison for 5 years or more, you are not allowed to own them. Is that true though? I thought you could have an air rifle because there's no restrictions on air rifles, is there? I can't remember what it was now. No, I think you're right, aren't you? Yeah. No, I think you're right. Malcolm would know because he got threatened with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I can't remember now, but yeah, no, you're probably right. Also, if you're a Muslim, you probably get an immediate firearms license for appeasement by the Liberal government. Yeah. Simon, if they're old, do you still need to cut them? If so, that's ruining a historic relic. No, the old ones are fine. I'm pretty sure if they're like antique, I don't know what class is antique. They'll be all right anyway. No, I think some of you are mistaken what I said, right? The antique one, I would never cut that down in a million years, and it doesn't need to. That thing there, though, cost me like 40 quid, and if you hit something with it, it would probably break anyway. The samurai sword, it's like a 50 quid wall hanger. That I'm going to cut in half because it's so cheap and shit, it doesn't matter. The sword at the top, though, which is probably worth over 300 quid, is an antique. I would never touch that, and the police couldn't do nothing about it either. Weapon stuff. Considering you can go into a shop and buy one without giving many details, how would they even check that? Yeah, I can't remember what it is now. There is a weird thing about weapons and being in prison for a certain amount of time. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, if you have a firearms offence, you can't be near unlicensed firearms. Yeah, because Malcolm got threatened with the same thing when he got, if he'd have got done for what they were trying to do him for, or like if he'd have got done for the worst they was trying to do him for, which was firearms offences, and they wanted to like really do it, and in the end he got like reach service. I mean, they wanted to, throw the book at him. Yeah, he would have had the same thing, but I couldn't remember what the fuck it was. Simon said, during Vietnam, they cut down swords to fit the standard size, but they don't know who made them because it was cut off. Right. Jack Striker, any sword over 100 years old or hand forged are exempt from any of the rules. Yeah. See, that's where that samurai sword down there with the yellowish handle, that's just a cheap wall hanger that would probably break if you used it. It probably didn't even cost me 50 quid. Probably cost me like 30 quid. That I'm just going to cut to 50 centimeters long, the blade, and then I can just put it back up there, because you're never going to know. For all you know, that sword might not even have a blade on it, and you know what I mean. And I can't use it because it would probably break. But yeah, that I'm just going to cut down. The old one is not going to be touched, and that I'll cut down if I have to. But I find them aware straight ones are fine anyway. Rumble Sabu, Mike, did you ever collect NARM magazine back in the late 80s? No, I've never had that one. Never had that one, never read it either. Right, oh no, I don't know what the fuck it is. I was going to get my Range Right catalogue out. Rita Smith, I had to give my name and address when I bought a new air rifle from a gun shop about a year ago. Yeah, that's a pity. You shouldn't really have to do that, I don't think. You know, I can understand. Yes, that's probably to give to the police, but you know. I had heard things about if you buy from certain websites. I can't remember who told me, but someone said about if you buy stuff from certain websites, first thing they do is give your address to the police. You know. Then you know, if you ain't committing no crimes, what does it matter? But you know, it shouldn't be allowed though. Really, you know, if you're not committing any crimes, why should they have your address? You know. Weapon stuff. I bought an air rifle before, and they forgot to do that. Had to sort it with them when I next went in. That's a common thing now, then, is it? Well, I may have had to do it, but I can't ever remember doing that. Jack Striker, then I hadn't bought an air rifle for probably 15 years anyway. So, Jack Striker, the thing with the cheap swords is the imported volume. That was the concern. Everyone could afford to be a ninja. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have spent more than 50 quid on either of them. They may be all right. I may have to test them one day, but they're definitely not hand forged in that. That's the thing. They're 440 blades. Don't know. Has anyone ever seen any videos of people testing them kind of swords? Because they're live edge. They are live edge. But I don't know if they would just break as soon as you hit something with them. Because I want to test it, but at the same time I don't want to test it because I don't want it to snap and fucking stab me or something stupid. Do you know what I mean? It's like that twat on that. You ever seen that shopping channel blooper? And he's getting the fucking sword and he's banging it on the side like that, and then the blade snaps, stabs him in the stomach, and he falls down. The other bloke just comes along, sort of laughing, and you can hear him sort of going, "Oh, it got me good, Dell," or something like that. He's an American bloke. It got me good, Dell. Something like that. Stabbed him in the fucking stomach. Weapons up. I've seen people break them after a few swings. If you wear decent gloves and your body armor, you'd be fine. Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, and something over my face at least. Do you know what I mean? And I'm more worried about sort of face or neck area. Do you know what I mean? But I might have to give it a go, or just do a test on. I could probably rig something up to make it swing and hit something. Sabu, yeah, there was an old American auction show. The guy taps the counter and it breaks into his gutty ass. Yeah, you're not really even hitting it, he's giving it a tap. Snaps. Melanie Rob, great stream, man. Night. Oh, yeah, good night. See you later. Cheers for being on. Rita Smith, I've never been convicted of a crime in my life. It's a bit off-putting when you've been treated as a potential criminal. Yeah. It's a shame, isn't it? And it shouldn't really happen, but that's this fucking country for you, isn't it? You know, it's supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, but it really is guilty to proven innocent. You know. Unemployed, some strange kids near me were charged with chopping a cow in half with a samurai sword. For fuck's sake. Fucking hell. Imagine finding that. I never thought I'd hear someone doing that. I want to look up epic brick throwing fail China. It will make you laugh. I've seen that. Try to break the window and he chucks it in his mate's head. If that's the one, I have seen that. Oh, fucking itchy fucking nose again. I must get a bloody nose hair trimmer. I did have one. I broke it the other day. Oh, fucking hairs hanging out my nose. Number seven, Mike, did you ever have one of those cheap plastic handled Rambo survival knives as a kid, right? I remember they were in black or camo. Hang on, what do you mean? I got something similar anyway. May actually be the one you mean. It's a similar thing anyway. Do you mean that? I've modded mine slightly. That the one you meant? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I have seen that video. It's funny as fuck. Do you think the UK will ever reverse direction, start relaxing bullshit restrictions rather than always trying to add new bullshit laws? I think they'll never go back on anything. Well, unless someone like bloody BNP got in or something. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure one of the BNP's fucking things once. Now, I may be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure the BNP once had one of their things they were going to do. I can't remember what to call it. You know, if they won, it was to let people have everyone in Britain have an AK-47, like in fucking Iraq. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Weapon stuff. When we totally fall apart, I imagine something will happen. Yeah, it'd have to go to that degree. No, mate, not the Jungle King. It was called the Survivor. The compass in the end of the handle and a bottle opener on the back. Oh, yes, I have had one of them. Yeah, I've sold it though. Yeah, no, I did have one of them. Yeah. I don't know if mine was called the Survivor, but yes, no, I did have one of them. I don't know if mine had the bottle opener on it, but it was a cheap plastic handle. It's funny, that had a metal handle. Cheap plastic handle, open the bottom, compass, two split ring things, key rings. That's not bad, you can get better versions, can't you? This is a cheap version, I think. But, yeah, not bad once you sort of modded it a bit. That's one of the ones I'd always keep. Some knives I'd keep, some knives I'm not too fussed about selling. I think I've sold all the ones I would sell. Now all I've got is knives, apart from like the GearBest stuff and that. Pretty much all of the knives I own, apart from the ones I've been sent for reviews, I would keep now. Richard Smith, Mike, have you heard about those horses getting hacked to death with bladed weapons? I've heard at least 8 or 10 being killed in similar fashion. Yeah, I have heard. Yeah, I think we had some local as well. It's fucking sick, really, isn't it? I want the Buckmaster, but they make too much money now. Yeah, I don't think I look that one up. See if it's the one I think it is. Yeah, that's something I would. Yeah, I'd love one of them. Actually, I've got a book here that I could show someone that quickly for once. Yeah. I don't know if you better see that. Let me just. We'll go on to my live one. Yeah, that's what he's on about. In case you wondered. That book is that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them. That'd be like a bit of a dream knife. How much do they cost then? I bet they are expensive though. Actually, that knife, nah, I doubt that'd be in here, would it? It's a piece of paper, isn't it? Bob Stone just joined, didn't get a notification. Ah, fuck's sake. Ah, that's always the way, innit? Well, you're on now. We'll still be on for at least an hour, mate. These things, I do these every Friday at 8:30 and every Saturday at 8:30, unless I'm out. So, yeah, should as long as you come on Friday about 8:30, if you're free, should be on. Mr. Cheesy Bacon Bits, I might. Have you seen them knuckle duster catapults on eBay? Yeah. Yeah, someone sent me pictures of them as well. Who was it? I can't remember now. Yeah, quite interesting they are. Surprised they get away with it, to be honest. You know what I mean? That must have been the Buckmaster 2 I meant. Trouble is, looks dangerous with the grappling hooks. If that comes loose, it's going to stab you. Yeah. What's the Buckmaster 2? Is it much different? It must have been the Navy SEALs had the Buckmaster for a while. They found them to be shit. So soon changed the knife. Jack Striker, because of the proposed knife laws, I'm going to buy a shit ton more knives in protest and up my skills tenfold. Simon said, I saw a grappling hook for a tenner that you screw together. I've been told by others that they have never used them. I wouldn't mind getting a grappling hook. That would be handy for stuff. You could probably make one easy enough anyway, couldn't you? Well, from BNP isn't run by the great John Tyndall nowadays, mate. What's left of the BNP and it first is full of sex offenders, druggies, weirdos, morons. They don't do anything. Don't donate. Don't donate. Don't donate to them. Yeah. Yeah, you don't even hear anything from BNP now at all, do you? You know, I haven't anyway. Yeah, you might do if you look it up deliberately, but once what's his name, Nick Griffin left, that was sort of the end of it, wasn't it? Yeah. I wouldn't even know any of the people who was in it now. Crazy chicken guy, right, mate? Here at last, been out to dinner with the family. How's it going? Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. Yeah. We'll still be on for about an hour, I reckon. We're on for the normal time, 11:30. Simon said I was going to buy it, but I don't know what I'd use it for in a pre-war life. Yeah, to be honest, you'd probably never use it, but I think that'd be a handy thing to have. Okay, to play too in Minecraft, all right. I don't know what your comment says, but I can see your surprised face. Have I seen any good movies recently? No, the only thing I've watched was the Hellraiser films, but now I've finished them and I've finished this, I can start getting back to watching some films. Tell you what, though, oh fuck me, I really enjoyed that. It's got a really, really good story. I don't know if you said you ever played it or any of you, but that has a proper, really good story. And it's great. And I probably won't play the other one for a while now because it sounded a bit weird. That was so good. I want to leave it a couple of weeks before I play anything else, because I'll still have that in my mind, if you know what I mean. I have to get over that one for a couple of weeks. So yeah, no, I've not seen. Today I got what the fuck was it? I got a film today that looked really good. Can't bloody remember what it was though. Time at PS3, and I'll tell you. Yeah, got one today. I can't bloody remember what it was, but it looked good, whatever it was. Dumble Sour Blue Bullfrog, I thought sex offenders, drug and weirdos are in power as we speak. Yeah. Yeah, the old Death Wish remake. I'll have to check that out. I think that was on that VHD. I'll tell you what this film I got today was in a second. Hang on. Oh, Future World. That wasn't even what I thought it was. Future World, that sounded all right. I got that today. But yeah, I'll tell you what I've got on here that I could watch. I've got that Future World. And then I've got Strange Ones, The Plague Dogs, The Accountant, Red Dawn, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Insidious The Last Key, Human Traffic, Grindhouse Nightmares, Do the Right Thing, Deep Blue Sea 2, and A Room for Romeo Brass. Some of those I've seen, I just got because I thought they'd be worth watching again. Peter Smith, my mother knew someone on Facebook whose horse were the victims of those attacks. They show us pictures of the remains. It looked like something from a serial killer movie, some sick people around. Yeah, and I bet it's just some fucking stupid idiots who, you know, I don't know. But, you know, teenagers do some dumb, I'm not saying it is teenagers. Teenagers do some dumb fucking things, not thinking what they're doing is really, really, really fucking bad, really. You know what I mean? It may not be that at all. But I'm not saying it is. I was like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. Remakes are generally terrible, but I hear the social justice warrior critics hated the new Death Wish, so that means it may be good. Yeah, I'll watch that eventually. I ain't got it yet though. I haven't said, oh shit, I've heard of that. Sick fuckers attacking horses and shit. Yeah, the ones that happened around there weren't. I don't think the horses died, but they've been like cut. They'd been like hit with a machete or something like that. I mean, yeah, those films are just the ones I've got on there ready. I've got more than that. Watching a bit of that Romeo Brass, A Room for Romeo Brass, which is the bloke who did This Is England. I didn't realise how long he'd been working with them lot. Like, Romeo Brass is like quite old film, A Room for Romeo Brass. And it's got loads of, it's got Paddy Considine in. Well, it's got at least 3 or 4 of them from his all of his other stuff. Quiet Place, that's something I do want to watch. I might, that was on there, I may get that, but I wasn't sure if it was like some really shit copy, so I didn't bother. Yeah, no, Quiet Place looks really good. I do want to get that. Who's that by as well? That's by someone who's I want to buy someone who does some good films, but that does look good. No, I don't. Oh no, it's Matey, isn't it? Yeah, Matey stars in it, didn't he? Yeah, yeah, Matey from The Office. Yeah, Matey who stars in it was the director of it, wasn't he? Oh, and that's his wife. I didn't know that. I didn't know Emily Blunt was his wife as well. So I thought say him and his wife and his children now. Nice. Mr. Cheesy Bacon, but yeah, Shane Meadows, that's it. Yeah, I do like Shane Meadows. Bullfrog, the Labour and Con Party have many sex offenders anyway. I don't think needing to go to the post office to pick a knife up is bad. You normally have to go to RFD to pick up guns except Pale Packs. Yeah, exactly. If it does happen, it's not going to be a big deal, really, is it? Not I mean. Yeah, it wouldn't bother me if that's what it come to. You know. Like you said, you got to do it with other things last time anyway. Yeah, power packs, they deliver to your address, don't they? Yeah, I didn't know that about John Krasinski, though, that he's actually married to Emily Blunt. I don't know if that is his kids in that film, but it probably is. Oh, I didn't know they was married. Yeah. Dude, PX, what's the original Death Wish? Oh, I fucking love the original Death Wish. I mentioned it earlier. I actually mentioned it in the stream ages ago. But I went like that. He does at the end. Yeah, no, I love the original Death Wish and Charles Bronson. That was a fucking awesome movie and awesome social commentary. Yeah. All for tomorrow morning. No, nice. And I really like the original Death Wishes. They go a bit mental after. Well, when it gets to 3, it goes completely mad. But they're good. You know, the first one is very good. Palmer said, "Have you ever tried flint or glass snapping? The homemade arrowheads look brilliant." No, I've never tried it. Malcolm has. I'll tell you what I got sent though. There's a bloke on here called Gun Owner Dan who does miniature flint knapping. And he's got, I don't know if he's in the Guinness Book of Records or something like that. You know, he's in some kind of record for doing the smallest ever arrowheads. And he sent me some. Let me see if I can find them quickly. They're fucking tiny, but they're actual real, like, flint knapped under a microscope. If I can find them, I'll show you. I don't know if these are the smallest ones he's done, but these are actual proper flint knapped under a microscope. Gun Owner Dan also probably has the biggest knuckle duster collection in the world. There's fucking hundreds of them. Brilliant collection. But he lives in America, so it's a bit easier for him to get them. But he's got lots of really old ones. Yeah, let me just change this so I can see what the camera's showing you quickly. See that tiny little one at the top there? That one there, look at it. That's proper, you know, that's flint knapped under a microscope. Obviously, that sounds really interesting. Yeah, he sent me that as a little gift. Richard Smith forging arrowheads from rebar is fun and quite easy once you make a few. Yeah, I've never ever done that. I bet that's a good way to do it though. Dude, PX Wieldy Magnum. Yeah, I forgot about that. I've got the live chat on, haven't I? Not the fucking Yeah, check out. Let me find his channel, and I'll But he's worth checking out, Gun Owner Dan. Got some interesting videos. And some very, very interesting collections. Yeah. Check him out, all here. if you like brass knuckles, knuckle dusters, he actually owns, you know, the Apache gun, the knuckle duster revolver knife. If you've ever seen that online or videos, that's probably actually his video that they've been stealing. He owns one. He owns quite a few like different things like that. Yeah, well worth checking out Gun Owner down, I tell you. Yeah, and he done them as well. Jeans and jumper, you right, mate? Evening, Mike. Have you seen Dunkirk? Seen it the other day. The overbearing music ruined it for me. No, I've not seen that. I was going to watch it in the cinema, but then we never got round to it. But I probably will. Music's a bit overbearing, is it? I'll have to. I'll probably just watch it. Well, I wouldn't be able to watch it in cinema now anyway. But I'll check it out one day and I'll let you know. Well, Frog, what happened on the drunk streams? I missed them. Oh no, I never did any in the end, mate. I can't bring myself to do them. Tom said I've seen that duster gun before. Yeah, yeah. I know it's a lot of people steal his video and like claim it's their own. But well, I'll give you an example of some of the stuff he's done there. One of his videos is antique brass knuckle cannon thing. And then he's got all of his, you know, old antique brass knuckles. But he got loads, you know. There it is, 1869 Apache brass knuckles duster knife gun. But if you've ever seen this video, it's his video, and people sort of rip it off, you know. But he's a very nice bloke. He used to do a thing called the Brass Knuckles Collectors Club. It might still exist now, and it was on Yahoo Groups or something like that. But I was part of that once, and 10-year anniversary, got all these knives. I don't know if it was a 10-year anniversary or not, but yeah, that might have been. On the 10-year anniversary, got all these knives made that say 10 years Brass Knuckles Collectors Club, and I've got one of them. I would show you, it's under my fucking bed. I'll get it out for next time if anyone wants to see it. It's only a little block knife. I mean, I thought it was a nice thing to have. No, I never did the drunk live streams in the end, Bullfrog. I couldn't. Well, I just didn't bother in the end. Half the time I can't even set the camera up out there when I'm fucking pissed, so it's impossible. Not many on tonight. Half of what it normally is. What's the concurrent we had? I suppose we had 26 at one point. Stream's still on, isn't it? And it's everyone's quiet again. I'm just going to share it quickly. I don't think this ever works anyway when I do. Oh, I'll let you know when I see the comments again. I'm just going to try and share this. Right, I'm back. Tom says, how do the firing pin bullets work? Does the hammer strike the pin down? I'm not actually sure, mate. I'm not sure. Bullfrog, get any nearer to PlayStation 4 purchase and what games you got on PS3 then? Well, I'm a little bit closer to the PS4. I'll have one this year anyway, I know that. But I may be able to get one second hand off of someone cheap. But I'm just waiting. They want to get a PlayStation 4 Pro. But I need to. But that it might be in about a month then, depending on how long it takes me to get theirs. Do you know what I mean? They want to get a PS4 Pro, and then I'll have the other one. What PlayStation 3 games have I got? Quite a few. Hang on. I'll tell you some of them that I can see. Assassin's Creed, Killzone 2, Deus Ex, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Saints Row the Third, Metal Gear Solid 4, Fallout New Vegas, Red Dead Redemption, Duke Nukem Forever, Darkness, Call of Duty Ghosts, Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, Mass Effect 2, Fear, Fallout 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, Call of Duty 4, Elder Scrolls, BioShock, most of the Call of Duties. That's the ones I can see. That's most of them. I don't really play a lot of online games now, though, but I don't mind the Call of Duties. I keep trying to get the vid kid to join. He's normally working. I forgot about that. He said he was going to try last Saturday, didn't he? But then I wasn't fucking on, was I? So yeah, he might join. He might join tomorrow. Dad not say, what would be your top 5 World War II movies? I'll tell you what I'll do, mate, because I can never think of them off the top of my head. I'll actually write that down. I'll tell you next time. You on tomorrow? Dad not see? Or if not, I'll write it down tomorrow, and then I'll just tell you next time you're on. Oh, he's too busy drinking beer and cooking a curry. Yeah. What was that? The pin is hit by the part of the gun. Weird things though. Crazy Chicken Guy. I saw you could get aluminium knuckle dust, a meat tenderizer now in the UK on eBay and Amazon, which is crazy. Only for kitchen use, I'm sure. Yeah, they're good there. I've always wanted one of them, but I never bothered. Might have to still get one day. But I have seen them. I was a Duke Nukem Forever was a massive letdown, fucking terrible. Some funny in some parts, but killed the series. Yeah, it's a pity because I actually really like all the well, Duke Nukem 64. I fucking loved that. One of my favourite games. But yeah, Duke Nukem Forever, a bit crap, really, wasn't it? It was behind its time, wasn't it, sort of thing. Definitely, I'll be on tomorrow. All right, I'll write them down because the problem is, as soon as I try and think, I bet I wouldn't even be able to think of 5 World War II films. But I've seen shitloads of them, but I could never think, that the only thing I could probably name straight away for top 5 would be westerns. Right, where am I? And even then I'd struggle when I think about it. Peter Smith, is Dark 2 Soul on PS3? You might like that game, Mike. I'm not sure. I don't know if Dark... Liam, what's the one you recommended to me? Bullfrog, that's one of my mates. I'll tell you what it is, my American mate. PS4 Pro is just for slightly better picture, waste of money. Nah, he wants to get a PS4, PlayStation 4 Pro. If he gets one, he says he's going to give me his PlayStation 4. So that's good by me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I personally wouldn't bother, but that's what he wants. So I mean, I'll be able to get a PS4. He's just got the VR stuff as well for it. Other stuff. I think he's partly doing it because he wants me to have a PS4. You know what I mean, he's a good bloke. This is the bloke who comes over from America. You see, he comes over from America about once every year to see me, just to hang out, hang around. You know what I mean? We sort of met playing the fucking PS3, and then I've been talking to him for like 8 years on camera, doing this kind of thing, but just a couple of us, and I used to talk to all his family, so felt like we sort of knew each other. And he just said one day, do you mind if I come over and hang out? So he did, and then he'd only been over here twice. He was going to come over this year, but he can't now because his granddad's dying. But yeah, he's a decent bloke. That's the thing with cameras now. You sort of talk to people like really know them, sort of thing. You know what I mean? You know, you do really know them, but you know what I mean? Don't need to have met someone to, you know, you know. Whereas Demon Souls and Dark Souls are all on PS3, as far as I know. Maybe Dark Souls 3 is PS4 only, not totally sure. Yeah, the thing is, I can never remember which one it is, if it's the Demon Souls or Dark Souls. So I've even had to write it down as both. I know I could just check. Yeah. Yeah, so when he gets PS4, he's actually going to send me, when he gets his PlayStation 4 Pro, he's actually going to send me his PlayStation 4. Very generous of him, isn't it? You know? As I said, he's a decent bloke. But partly why I ain't got a PS4 already is because I always have to save my money for when he comes over here. He's not this year, so I have a bit of spare cash for once. Open stuff. But yeah, Dark Souls is basically Demon Souls 2, technically. I think Demons is the best in the series. Yeah, I've got it written down, mate, to buy. But like I said, I can never bloody remember. When I wrote it down, I will check it when I go to buy it, with the one you mentioned. But I wrote it in here, games to get. Yeah, you won't be able to see this, I doubt, anyway. There's a bit there that says Dark Souls, and then in brackets, Demon Souls. I never remember which one it was. I've played Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Bloodborne. I have my own PSN account for 8-9 years. Yeah, I must have had one fucking. Well, since I think when I had some money when the PlayStation 3 came out. I got the PlayStation 3 the day it came out over here, so I must have had a PSN account since then. What was yours again, Bullfrog? Tell, if you don't mind putting it on there. If you tell me now, I'll add it now. I've got the PS4 on. PS3 on, so. If I didn't already do it. I don't think I did I? You did mention before, didn't you? But I never did it. But I got it on in a minute. So. Well, I've never played any of the Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Well, if anyone wants to add me on a PS on the PlayStation Network, it's this. You can tell what gun I like. Almost Abu, Mike, you've got to get a knuckle duster tattoo, mate. Yeah, I should really, shouldn't I? I know someone who could do it for me as well for nothing, Mark. He's still got all his tattooing stuff. Mr. Cheesy Bacon Bits, what got you into collecting weapons? I think I've just always liked weapons, you know. Since I was a kid, I'd always liked weapons, you know, like I said, even a little kid, toy swords and that, and then progressed from toy guns, toy swords, making our own, to we used to make our own like wooden guns. We used to make wooden pump action shotguns ourselves because you know you couldn't get any decent toy ones. We used to make our own. Just get a plank of wood, cut the basic shape out of it, get a piece of wire and a bit of hose, put the hose through the wire, put it onto the gun, and you'd have a pump action. So yeah, we used to make our own toy weapons, and then the first real like decent thing in my collection, the mounts, was we got bought BB guns when we was about 12, I think, but no BBs. My dad made sure he didn't buy us any BBs, so we didn't shoot each other with them, which was a good idea. And mine was like a Magnum revolver, and Malcolm's was an MP5. And both of these BB guns took these cartridges that you put the BB into, and you pressed it in. Like I said, we never had the BBs anyway. But, just copying that. Yeah, and then that was probably the beginning of the collection. And then after then, we started buying our own, you know. Right, I'll add that in a minute, Bullfrog. I've actually copied it this time. Oh, hang on. Right, that's. Hang on. Oh, I've got fucking one thing in wrong. Is that definitely spelt right, mate? It's coming up as. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've written it completely fucking wrong. It's all right. Right, hang on. Yeah, it's working now. Bullfrog, it's Bulldog 1488. Don't anybody ask about the 1488 bit. I made that at 18 and no longer has a relevance. I have no interest in discussing it. That's fair enough, mate. I wouldn't have anyway. I'll have to check that later. It's still not quite. Oh, fuck's sake. What am I going to fucking do this? It's sent now. I fucking wrote it. I put it in wrong about 5 times. Richard Smith, I completed Dark Souls 2 7 times on 2 characters. One playthrough, a glitch caused me to be stuck in the King's Castle, rendering the game impossible to advance. Was angry beyond words. I thought this game froze the other day, and I thought that was going to be fucked. But luckily, I turned the PS3 off, back on, and it worked. Rumble Cell Boot, back when we could have realistic-looking toy guns, I remember having a toy MP40 and a 12-bore that had cartridges and fired plungers. Yeah, great, the old guns you could get, wasn't it? Did you not kill the enemies next to the gate? Carl and Bollocks, I forgot about the chat. Yeah, we're going to be off about half an hour now. We'll be on tomorrow, though. Bullfrog, I'll go on there and accept it tomorrow. Yeah, it's been sent now, mate. I kept right. I hadn't realised I'd written the whole thing completely wrong. I've put 2 fucking L's instead of 1s, and more than 1 and I'm saying back in the good old days when you could get a GAT 177 or a knife, a forged letter from your mum when you were 11. Yeah, and then walk around with both of them on show. You know, I used to walk around with a sheath knife on my fucking belt when I was like 10. Walk up the park with it. Richard Smith, no, it was in the room where the bonfire was and the door behind closed, and the game did not give me any action to open it. Yeah, I'll start that LA Noire in about a couple of weeks, I think, once I've stopped that in my head. You know what I mean? I may go back because you can restart some of the chapters, and I could go back. You only have to go back 1 chapter to see some more of the endings. So I've seen 4 of the endings. Quite good for that. I do like this. There's 24 different endings in it. Weapons off weird. I guess that's why you should always back up saves. I tell you, I'm terrible for that. I'll have like 50 fucking saves going, doing a new one every single time sometimes for stuff like that. Drives it the wall. I'll tell you what I wouldn't mind playing. They consume my time though really badly. I want to play a decent long RPG where you can do a lot of leveling up and farming and shit. I like them kind of games, like the Final Fantasies. I suppose if I get a PS4, I could get the new one, can I? I remember as a kid a shopping great yarn of selling sword sticks before 1988. After 88, our collecting rights went downhill. Yeah, good old sword sticks. What's the legality on them? Can you still buy antique ones or something? That's always been confusing to me, that. Put these little things back. Colonel Pete just assembled an Armex Tomcat 2 pistol crossbows. Feels solid for a plastic one. Yeah, they do, don't they? Oh, not that I've had that one, but the you can see the Esdale Horizon one down there. They do feel very solid for sort of hard plastic, don't they? I don't know how many of you noticed this. At least one person did. I've stuck the torch on the bottom of mine. I may still change it because I do prefer it on the top. But I need to, if I do have a torch on the top, I've got to buy a mount so I can still see the sights. That was that pistol. Oh, yeah, that pistol torch I got in a review. Double Sabre, yeah, antique sword sticks and still own new ones for now. Stuff looks good. Yeah, I just thought I'd whack that on because it'll go better on this than on the rifles. You know what I mean? The rifles, I might as well whack a torch on there. This, you want something small and compact. But I did have that on in the last video. What I'm going to do, I hadn't mentioned yet, I'm going to make a bolt holder for this, but it's going to look like a proper bought one. It's going to have proper weaver mounts. I'm going to do it with Kydex. I'll probably do a video how to make it, but I'm sure all you're going to need to make it will be some scope mounts. I'm just going to get some scope mounts and cut the top off them. And then that'll just mount straight onto there with the bolts like here. It's hard to explain, but that's something I'm planning. I'm going to try and make it look as professional as possible, you know. Bullfrog, all right, I'm going to bed. Got to be up at 8. Delivery tomorrow. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Night. Yeah. See you later, mate. Enjoy your guns tomorrow. You have to let us know how you. Well, you may have probably set them up tomorrow, wouldn't you? Yeah. Have fun. Yeah, we're going to be off in like 20 minutes anyway. Mike, have you seen Flesh and Blood, mate? I love them violent fantasy movies from the 80s. I don't think I have seen that. That's what I was just looking up. No, I don't think I have. I do like them kind of films, though. I don't think I've seen that. Certainly don't ring a bell. No, I don't think I have. I'll have to look that up. Does look good. Rita Smith, Mike, have you tried using a bullwhip? Those things make a real racket. No, never. Well, I may have years ago. I think I have years and years and years ago. But it was like an old fucked up thing that was disintegrating, you know what I mean? Yeah. Who was it always goes on about whips on here? Is it someone on here? Then I'm going to make a quiver out of some too. Heat it to shape and add some foam inside. Hold them in a belt loop. Yeah, that's a good idea. What I was planning on doing, I'm not going to, you know, like the ones I had with the tube, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try and make a small version of the, you know, the big quivers that you get on the rifle crossbows. I'm going to try and make a small version of that. I don't know if I'm going to have the bolts like that or like that yet. You know what I mean? I'm undecided. I may change the whole design when I start it, but yeah. But it should be able to be done quite good, you know. Like them things I made before, they was just like quick, easy things that anyone could do. That's why I did a video on them. I thought I like to do something that everyone can do, and then sometimes I like to do something a bit more involved, you know. Jeans and jumpers. See you later, mate. Yeah, we'll be off soon anyway. Yeah, like the skeletonized ones. Yeah. So I was working on get kydex. What stuff is made out of it? Well, you'd have to buy the kydex, I think. Sheaths are made out of kydex. Knife sheaths. But you can get off eBay for can't remember now, £4 a sheet, something like that. All different colours. That's the good thing. Because I was thinking about even getting some black and green to try and match in perfectly with this. You know, you can actually get kydex that colour. I was going to try and make it look really good as I possibly could, to match in with that. So you couldn't tell it wasn't a bought thing. Or what, yeah. Couldn't tell it wasn't a bought thing, you know. Almost like HT lead connectors that keep the leads together would work as a bolt holder, I reckon, right? To have a look. I may know what that is. Let me see. And the good thing of kydex, you can mold it to shape, can't you? So it always holds. But I'll check that out, mate. I'll have a look. Too much shit coming up at the minute. You'd have to but I think I know what you mean anyway. When you search the pictures, they're just a random flow of pictures of different things. Then not Z, can you get wrist quivers which are not expensive? You might be able to modify one of those. Well, that's sort of where I got the idea from, but I just thought I'd make one. I can make as I can add as many bolts as I want there and at any angles I want. But I know what you mean, and that is what inspired me in the first place. I have just seen a picture of what you're on about, Jump Subway. Someone said, no, I meant, is there anything made of kydex I can use to make stuff? No, I don't think there is, because kydex you just buy in sheets and you make stuff out of it yourself. I can't think of anything that would be kydex that you could like take it from. As far as I'm aware, I can't think of anything. You can use PVC tubing though, like kydex. You can heat it and mold it, and then when it cools, it'll stay in its shape. Peach, anyone interested in kydex, use a heat gun if you can. Good talk for it. Yeah, that's what I've used. When I made them torch knives or the knives for torches, that's what I used, heat gun. Now, Simon, I can't think of anything that is made of kydex, because otherwise I would do it. Yeah, the closest thing I can think of are PVC pipe works though. I think the plastic jerry cans are kydex substitute HDP, I think it's called. Yeah, HDP, that's it. Yeah, PVC tubing, I think. I'm sure that goes to the shape. Campers, if you can't get Kydex, use PVC or gutter pipe or thick milk jugs. Yeah, just heat it, put it in your you make like two pieces of wood with foam padding. Put whatever bit of Kydex or whatever on the bottom where you heat it up. You can put your thing in the middle, fold it over, or however you want to do it. Clamp it between the things, and it takes the shape. But I have tried the PVC method, but the PVC pipe I had was too thick, and it was really fucking hard to get to take the shape. Bushcraft, I wish I could get the PVC they have in the US. They make bows with. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting something like that. Simon said that's what I thought. I thought oil cans are made from Kydex. Yeah, I think it's similar. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have to be a bit quiet now because someone's just got to bed. I'm going to have to go in 10 minutes anyway. Richard Smith, don't burn the PVC pipe. The fumes are not healthy to breathe in. Lady Potato, hey, popping on late. We're only going to be on for about 10 minutes. You come on a bit too late. Now we'll be on for a bit, or be on tomorrow. What's everyone at tomorrow? Anything? I'm not. Might make a video if I can think of something. I don't normally do weekend videos. I'll have a think. It might be something I could do. Problem is because everyone's in, so you know. Lady Potatoes, yeah, I was out for dinner. Thought I'd at least catch the last bit. Oh no, good. Yeah, it's always worth coming on for a bit, isn't it? You know what I mean? Callum says he's got work. Working myself, have to sort out my granddad's TV as the update fucked it and he can't sort it out. Bushcrapping, fishing tomorrow. I'm in a challenge with your Luke. Oh, nice. I missed his last live stream. I was bloody playing that computer game, I think. Bushcrapping, you know about the wolf pack thing you suggested? I'm still going to do that. I just need to sort out a way to I need to sort it all out first, you know what I mean? But I'm definitely going to do that sometime. It's just sorting it out. I need to perfect it all first before I start it. But I thought that was a good idea, you suggesting that. Doing the challenges thing, you know, the one you suggested to me to do. When I said about the bushcraft, wolf pack things we used to do with the starting fires and collecting water and that. Rebel Sabu, just asked Trevi, he's going to join us for at least 10 minutes. For the last 10 minutes, what, now or tomorrow? That'd be good, though. Bushcrapping, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good idea. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. It's just I want to sort it all out and work out what I'm going to do first. But I thought I'd tell you because, you know, in case you thought I'd just, you know, wasn't going to do it or something. But yeah, I'll perfect it all first, work out what we're going to do, work out what to call it and all that. And Richard Smith, okay, take care, Mike. I'm forging a crossguard for my machete tomorrow. Oh, nice. If you whack a video on, let me know because I won't mind seeing that. I should be subscribed to you now, mate, though. I must have been. Now he says he's online on Facebook, so hopefully he sees my message. Bushcrapping, I reckon we should get a few to do it. Yeah, I think so, because a lot of people like the old shooting competition as well, and it's something to get involved in, and you know, you can have a laugh with it. I've still got a bit of coffee. Yeah, it should be good. Bushcrapping like the accuracy challenge you did. Yeah. I'll be doing that again this year in be July, I think. Quite a few people joined that. You'll have to Get your catapult out, get your slingshot out, and join in with that. Because I know you was going to last time, didn't you? Because you can use anything in it. Electro used a cannon, didn't he? He's well badly looking forward to it as well. When I mentioned it to him in one of these streams, he got well excited. I don't know if it was in one of these streams, but I mentioned about the competition coming back, and he was well excited for it. He did actually send me one of him using an AK-47, but I'd sort of ended it. So what I might do, I've still got the footage from last year. I may use his AK-47 footage for the very first one. Simon, it's been a great stream, interesting and entertaining. Went a bit off rails at one point, didn't it? But yeah, no, it's all right. No, cheers for joining in, mate. It's been good. I enjoyed it. Apart from the bit where it went a bit mental. I don't like it going too mad because it starts to go, you know, like I said, it goes mental, doesn't it? Bushcraft, yeah, I did film it. Cole lent me his rifle, but I lost the footage after I gave it back. Hopefully I'll have a rifle then. Yeah, definitely join in, mate. That's pity you lost the footage, though. But I remember you saying you was going to join in, didn't you? Richard Smith, I'm planning to enter the shooting match. Oh, nice, definitely. I look forward to you to joining in, mate. It's really good because it gets people's channels out there as well. You lot get to see channels you ain't seen. I've got an old alley catapult from the 60s, I reckon it's from. Needs new elastic as its old squared stuff is broken. Simon, can you tell the Halloween story? The one where you not chases and gives you the heroes. Oh, the old fucking. I won't be able to tell it now, but I'll tell it tomorrow if you want. I'll write that down. I'll do it tomorrow, mate. Bushcrapping said, is it a meal, bro, Catty? Mike, that's what I like about your live streams. Due to a small number, go out of your way to answer everybody's questions. Yeah, it makes it a lot more personal, doesn't it, like this? The ones where they, you know, I suppose it's good for getting the views, the people who get shitloads, but man, because them ones with loads, I don't even bother commenting on them because you just think, what's the point? Yeah, it is good. These, if you could keep these like this, it's just about right, isn't it? Yeah, I like it, you know. And you have to start trying to look through comments to try and find which one to try and find one worth answering. I thought the stream went down then, but if it did, it doesn't matter anyway. If that's the end anyway. I'm still going to stay on for the last 6 minutes, so. How many have we got on at the minute? 1, 2, 3, 4. Four of us left now. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I've got nothing planned. I might see if I can do a video. Might watch a film in. Well, I'll be live streaming in the evening, definitely. But you forgot about that. Counted, I'll send you a link on Twitter for the pistol crossbow I just got so you can take a look. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we have a good laugh here. Not many trolls either, touch with. No, that's another good thing, yeah. I tell you what, I don't get any trolls on my channel either, really, like the whole channel. I don't know if it's because I block them, you know, straight away, but I very rarely get any trolls or, you know, like, closest thing I've got to a troll is fucking THX, but I let him off because I know he's joking. You know, he's having a friendly joke. You know what I mean? THX was at Barrymore 69 earlier. But yeah, very rarely even get trolls in here, do we, luckily? The good thing about your stream is you don't need mods to block trolls and spammers. Yeah, I think that's what Liam needs. Because I was gonna say to him, he's on now. I was gonna say to you, if you ever want a moderator on yours, I could do it. Weapon stuff. I've had to block a few recently asking for advice, gassing people or shooting up schools. Fuck's sake. Why do people think that's like an acceptable thing to say? You know, unless they're doing it deliberately, you know. But fucking, you know what I mean? Ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I do enjoy these streams. They are fun to do. And like you said, it's just enough that I can talk to everyone still, you know. That's my coffee gone. I managed to make that last the whole fucking stream. I only have one piss. Weapons have, yeah. Other than that one spam, I don't really need moderators for streams. Just wish people would slow down with questions and ask interesting things. Yeah. Yeah, I like your streams, but yeah, they do get they can get a bit hectic and, like you said, like just stupid. Like some of them are stupid bullshit, don't they? Jumble Sab Boo kills the time and we have a laugh. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather do this for a Friday night than, you know, go out after time. You know, I'll go out every now and then, but when I say go out, it's still just in my garden anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I keep thinking, because I say I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. I keep thinking of this weird thought. I was going to do something. I don't know. Probably wasn't. I might try and watch a film in the day before I do the evening live stream. Why do I keep thinking of something? And then Monday, I'll probably finish off the I won't finish it, I doubt, but I may get a lot of it done. The carbine crossbow, because I'm getting close to finishing now. In the next video, I should get to the stage where I can test it. Because I'm going to, yeah, I'll be able to test it before I finish it. Yeah, next video for that, maybe Monday, you might see it shooting. And then I can determine the strength of it, whether I need to put another bit of, because the way I've done it, I'll be able to add some more of the fiberglass rods as well to strengthen it if I have to. Callum said that's the thing with the DX guns. People think they are real and start to ask how to get gun, and then you have to explain to the dumb shits that they're DX and they should not be asking people guns. Yeah, I'll get lucky. I don't get too much of it, but and with the weird, you know, people why have you got all them guns? Oh, piss off. You know what I mean? You know. Why are you watching it? To, you know. Yeah, well. Dumbledore, it's great and rare experience to hang out with other like-minded people who collect weapons who don't find you a nutcase for your pastime. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? You know, I like it. You know, got a good little community here, really. Right, that's 1:30 now, so I'm going to go off. I'll tell you what, I'll just tell you a couple of the films I could watch tomorrow and tell me what one you reckon I should watch. Right, so the films I've got ready to watch are A Room for Romeo Brass, Deep Blue Sea 2, Do the Right Thing, Grindhouse Nightmares, Human Traffic, Insidious The Last Key, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Red Dawn, the original one, The Accountant, Plague Dogs, and The Strange Ones. Having myself great stream as usual. Hopefully I'll be home tomorrow with enough spare time to catch your stream. DZ Bacon Bits. Cheers, mate. Lady Potato, thanks for streaming. I missed most of it. Yeah. Cheers for joining, all of you. Let's see which one gets the most votes. So Red Dawn and Human Traffic. I've got Happy written down, mate. I'll tell you what, as I've never seen it, I'll watch Red Dawn. Right, that's it then. I'll see you all tomorrow if you're on. Thanks for joining in. You know, you've made it a good enjoyable stream for me, you know what I mean, and everyone else. You know, it's been good. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. Yeah, and I'll check them out. So I'll watch Red Dawn tomorrow and Happy if I can get it. Good night.